crazy cat person territory. So I mean, like that's the secret. 2.5 cats.
What about dogs?
I'd say the same for dogs.
Yeah, I'd
One
say
person
the
could have two
same, but
dogs, three dogs. Three
I
dogs
think
might
it
be a bit
depends
much
on the
for one
size of
person.
the dogs
The size of
because
your house too, like
yeah,
where you're
because if you
living.
got three Great Danes in a single
Who
wide
would
or single
do
apartment.
that?
You don't
Who
I'm
think
would
from
there's
do
people
South
out
that?
there?
Carolina, bro, and I've seen some horror stories. One of my first deliveries for errands, bro. Oh my God.
Mm-mm.
We pulled up to this trailer and this she was like, "Oh, let me put the dogs up." And her little patio thing, all you saw was like 14 chihuahua heads. And we're like, "Oh, it's
Mm.
about to be horrible in here."
Oh,
We
ain't
walk
nothing but
in,
demons in that house.
it was like that much poo just built up on the floor and we were like, "We're not
Disgusting.
walking in there. We'll sit your furniture on the patio.
It's
Have
a
a great
hazard.
day."
And
Nah, bro, it was disgusting.
we'll be back in
That's
exactly 31 days when you miss your first payment. And
Oh no, they condemned the house and we wrote off the furniture. It got really bad, bro.
ooh, mm-mm.
They put the husband in a nursing home and the mom had to go stay somewhere. Like
Oh my
it was a
god.
train wreck. All right, but
Classic.
anyway, I started Dad of Boy today and it was amazing.
what is
Like
that?
God of
God of
War.
War,
Oh, that yeah.
Dad of Boy.
Best.
Yeah, dad of
Fuck
boy,
you,
because he's always like, boy, do this, boy,
Bro,
do
he
that.
says it every like boy. I'm like, how's he supposed to know you need to go pull this chain down, pull this leather like by just one word, boy.
That's what boy means. Boy means pull
Yeah.
this chain, dig this hole, kill this monster. I mean, that's boy. It's synonymous.
Oh, God, my bad. I don't know where y'all from, but I
We
will
from
give
the
it like
south where we say boy.
the facts repeatedly. Um, dude is an amazing actor, and this game has the best storytelling out of all of them that I've played so far. Like it really makes me respect the game.
Hell yeah,
Like
man.
there's so many times that I've been playing, I'm like, oh shit, I need to pick up the controller. Like
So
it's
good.
it's really good, and I'm barely out of the tutorial, dude. Like it's so good.
That's the kind of game that needs the Hideo Kojima cinematics. Just nice and long where you can just sit back and just watch Kratos fight
Right.
somebody for like good 5 minutes. You forget you're playing the game, you
Oh,
think you're watching a movie.
that Balder fight was graphic, bro. Like
Balder. Which one was
They,
Uh,
that? The
the
one right at the
first fight,
beginning?
the yeah, that very first fight, the only reason I know his name's Balder is because Balder's the Norse god who couldn't feel anything. Like his mother put a enchantment on him, so he
it
couldn't
follows the same.
suffer pain.
It's all the same.
So that's the only like, and I doubt they change it for the story. So I
Fuck
just
no,
Um,
man.
that makes perfect sense. Based on what I know, what little I know of the story.
You
Yeah,
didn't beat
that
the
makes
game,
perfect sense.
Harry? I thought you had that
Oh,
game.
no. So have we started the cast? I just want to make sure before I
It
start my
started.
story.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
good.
yeah,
So here's my story. I was telling Craig before everybody jumped on, but here's my story about God of War.
bring it.
So when God of War was first coming out on PlayStation 2, it was an action adventure hack and slash. I didn't want to play it. Like I was like, it's such a bro game, like
It was
like
very bro,
Like Call of
very
everyone
bro
Duty or
game.
something. Yeah.
everyone is like, and this was pre Call of Duty because remember God of War came out just before Call of Duty. So like it's
Oh
like
damn,
all
it
of the
did.
bros were totally all about this game. And I'm like, I will never play God of War. And then
Such a
so
good game.
Dad of Boy starts to get teased. Like they're like, we're taking it back to the roots. We're going to do storytelling. They're doing the cinematic third person over the camera, over the shoulder camera. And so I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, this actually looks pretty good. I guess I better check out this God of War series. And you know me, I can't just jump into the latest
Start
game in
from
the
the beginning.
franchise. I got to play every game in the franchise. So I did. I played
Oof.
every single God of War game, and I'm talking about the PSP games, everything.
I
I
did too,
played them
man.
all.
Yeah.
And then God of War came out, and I was like, all right, that's it. Let's get into God of War. I've beaten all the games. I know all the characters. I know all the secret scenes. I know how often you got to press triangle. You know,
Let's
and
go.
so I know about all the secret triangle scenes. And so I was like, okay, cool. All right, let's get in. And so I make it through the tutorial in God of War 2018, the reboot, and I'm like, what is this? This is not. This is not God of War.
This isn't
I
what I
was
signed up for.
This is not what I signed up for. I've beaten 7 games. I know what God of War games are. This is not God of War. And I put the controller down, and I haven't played it since.
Man, that's such a
Mm,
sad story.
that is sad because that's one
You
of the
know,
best games of all time.
it is. It's funny how you avoided it because I didn't know what God of War was until I was hanging out at my dad's house, and my little brother on my dad's side, they were stuck on this puzzle. Like, can't get past this puzzle. My dad was like, "Yo, come in here. You're good with games." I was like, "What the hell is this game?" He's like, "This is God of War." It was on the PlayStation 2. I think it was 2. Or it was 1. It was like a puzzle where he was dragging the blocks and he had to get them in this spot.
God! Yes,
And I was
exactly
like-
what you're talking about.
I was like, "Oh, well, it goes like this." How the fuck did you figure that out? I was like, I played harder puzzles games. Like, have you ever played Onimishu? And you had to do the puzzle before, like, when you were stuck in the elevator and it's flooding with water. That shit was stressful and hard. So
Stressful
that
and hard.
bitch.
Man.
But yeah, that was the first time I got introduced to God of War, and I didn't even play or beat any of them until on PlayStation 3 they came out with 1, 2, and 3 with the 2 PlayStation Vita games, and that's I was like, well, got it. Started from 1, beat all of them.
That's how I did it too. Yeah, the PlayStation
I was like,
Collection, man,
I'm
the
ready.
PlayStation 3. That,
Yep.
Man, that was where it was at, man.
What a great way to experience too, because I could just keep hopping back to back.
And there
to
was
back.
that one that was it was like
I'll be
a
back.
God of War Ascension, I think it was the one where it
Yeah.
was like not a numbered entry, and they basically just had to make a single player campaign to sell their multiplayer ideas. I think is what happened with that one.
Wasn't that that's not the one with his brother, right? Because
don't
one
even-
one of the PS Vita games delve into his family with his daughter and stuff, and then the other one was with his brother.
I don't even remember what Ascension was about. I think there was like these 3 witch sisters that you had to kill,
The
and
Fates.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the-
the
yeah, the
Fates.
Fates.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I said, it just seemed like they had to make a single player campaign because you couldn't make God of War an online multiplayer game. Like
Yeah.
people would have freaked out about that. So like, no, it's a single player thing, but there's also multiplayer. Buy our microtransactions.
I didn't even know God of War had a multiplayer. I don't fucking
Exactly. See, that's why Ascension failed so bad.
I did. I played and beat that one
I beat,
because it's like a it's like before he goes and even becomes a God of War.
It's a prequel.
Yeah, I beat it, but I
I
didn't know it was a multiplayer.
I played God of War 3 remastered on PS4, and that one was really good. I really liked that
I think I did. I can't remember.
one. But yeah, so after the God of War franchise, I was like, well, what else is like this? Because now that I know that God of War is good, and it's not just whatever.
What up, Matt Solar? Ghost of Sparta.
Ghost
Yep.
of Sparta. That was the one with his kids. Yeah, I remember that one.
Ghost of Sparta's one with his kids.
So the other one was Chains of Olympus.
Were those
So,
the
like-
PSP ones.
Mhm.
Okay, I always wanted to play those, but I never had a PSP.
Just
Oh,
get
I
the
have-
collector's edition. It
I
comes
have
with
the
both of
digital
them.
version. Damn, I was gonna say I could loan it to you, but I have the digital version. So no.
The
Me too.
collector's edition
'Cause-
has like the Vita games on there.
Yeah, but they're digital. They're not
I
like
don't
all
care.
on
I
the
still get
disc.
to play it.
Well, you won't actually because they shut down the PS3 store.
Yeah.
So you can't download the games anymore.
Wow.
I think
thanks,
I still have what the thanks Dom.
Yeah, Dom, why'd you shut down the PlayStation?
It might be on the PlayStation Plus catalog when that starts.
Yeah.
Up.
Oh, that's
Everybody
true.
knows Dom shut down.
I
the
I
PlayStation
still have
Store.
my Vita actually. Thank you.
Mhm.
Speaking of Vitas, are we done with God of War? Did you guys see like the news of PlayStation coming out with a new Vita that's supposed to
No.
put the Switch to shame? Yeah.
No, I didn't hear.
I
about
didn't fully research this. I was scrolling through TikTok and it's a TikToker showing it with
time
some
Sony
with
says
some
they're-
like image behind him of what it could possibly look like and how the specs supposed to be, blah blah blah. I was like, I mean, if that was true,
Nah,
that'd be
I don't buy
dope.
it. I don't buy it because
I don't buy it either.
PlayStation. So, because here's the thing. So, like mobile devices, that market is done. It's done. Everybody's on cell phones, and the newest thing is trying to get your games onto cell phones, and not like by making bad cell phone games, Diablo, but like, streaming your games, like with Game Pass and PlayStation Now and all the streaming services. That's where they're trying to go. So, like,
Well,
Nintendo's-
apparently, when I was listening to it, and this is what kind of got me iffy, is it's supposed to be strong enough to just play PlayStation 4 games. So that would align with the PlayStation Plus subscription, where you can just the PlayStation Now,
Mm.
where you could just play all those PlayStation games right there on that Vita. And I was like, that would make sense. That'd be cool. You have that little portable around where you don't have to like try to like remote connect play. You can just do it from there, which would make sense.
So,
But
like,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't believe it. They're
Yeah.
already trying to make a VR thing too. They're not
the
going to have
VR2.
resources to make.
Yeah.
Not going to have enough resources for PlayStation 5's VR2s and a Vita 2.
No, yeah, I don't buy it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Steam Deck has changed the
I'm
landscape.
not seeing any news about
You
that.
think? You think
I
so?
like the Steam Deck. I want a Steam Deck. I really
So-
do.
Really?
So, like, I think
I feel like
think
it would
that-
be awkward to play on. Like,
Have you ever
in-
used the Wii U?
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's not much
So,
different
like,
than the Switch.
I played the Wii U. Yeah, like I played the Switch. It's in dock mode at all times. The only time I had the pad out is because I had to have it out, like playing Legend of Zelda, because my items were right there. But you know, it was still sitting to the side, and I had a Pro remote, and I was like, oh, I need this, and I just click the screen and I keep playing.
So I think
That's me.
no, I think I think that the Steam Deck it is bigger, but like you have to hold it to feel like it is bigger and it is heavier. But like from all the reports, I don't have one, but from all the reports that everybody says,
Surprised.
it's I'm not $700 for a port. No, I'm not paying for that.
Oh, that's the
700?
cheapest, right? That's the cheapest.
Yeah, I think it starts at like $649.
Oh
Yeah.
Pineapple
hell
Snack.
no!
Nah. So I mean like, and that's the thing. So I mean like, it's a portable PC that doesn't have a dedicated graphics card. It's got integrated graphics. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they're powerful enough to play last year's games at low settings, but I don't want to play games at low settings.
Yeah.
What's the point of having
Really?
the PC if you're playing games at low settings?
You mean I
No,
can play
man.
Fortnite? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you could play. They have
Well,
it so that you can
no,
play
because
Elden
you
Ring
can't. Well, no,
at
because it's
medium
a Steam
settings at
Deck. You
1080p.
can't. Yeah, you can't play Fortnite on it.
No,
That's
you
through
can.
the-
Steam Deck
No,
doesn't
but that's
just
through
let
the
you do
Epic's game
any-
launchers. You can't get it through Steam. You can't get Fortnite through Steam.
It's a PC. You can do anything you want with it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
if
I
you
was
could
gonna
mod
say-
it, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. If you don't mod it, is a Steam able to do base? Is it just like a portable little PC, or is it only for the
Just not-
Steam library?
It's just not. It's not out of the box. It's not Windows. It's Steam's OS.
Yeah.
But you could sideload Windows onto it. You could do basically anything you'd want on Steam's OS that you could do on a Windows PC.
Watch Linus Tech Tips. They do it.
I was
They-
gonna
they-
say yeah,
They
Linus does.
turn it into a Windows.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Damn.
But I mean, it's not hard. I mean, shit, you could do it with your Switch.
But
don't
no,
recommend it.
that's what. So I don't think that that PlayStation's going to do anything with a Vita successor. I don't think they're ever going to make a portable ever again. I don't think they will. I think where the market is going is I think we're going to go to small streaming boxes like Xbox when they came out with the Xbox Series S and Series X. They had this other like stream stick idea that was out there in the media.
I remember that.
I
And
remember
so
that
all you
too.
did was plug it in the side of your
Scarlet.
TV, and you have
That would have been
Pass.
cool.
and you just sync your Bluetooth controller right to it, and that's it. And PlayStation will do the same because they've already got history with that PS Vita TV.
Yeah,
It's
but the
basically a Vita
internet
without the screen.
internet's not
Yeah, the-
strong enough for that shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
One day it will be.
it will
in
be
some
eventually.
cities, in some places it is, but
Yeah.
and if you live anywhere outside of America that's in a Western country, probably
So
have
the
good
so
internet, better
so
internet,
the funny thing about the Series S and the Series X is the small one is going to be called the Series E. Wait
The
for it.
Xbox.
Wait.
Like,
Sex. It's sex. He's saying
Sex,
sex.
sex, Greg. Sex. Series S, Series E, Series X.
please tell me you're joking.
Yes,
Yes,
he's
I'm
joking.
actually I'm an insider for Microsoft, and I know everything. My uncle works at Microsoft.
Yeah, his
okay?
uncle.
And he told me everything.
Signing off. What's your shirt?
Oh, it is.
Duck
Nice.
chicken
It's
hunter.
Chicken hunting.
It's the classic Duck Hunt NES box art, but as an
Blockhouse
ICP,
mix.
Insane Clown Posse remix of the.
Is checking a lot of
Oh.
boxes, sir.
Now you just gotta find a modder who can actually make that game because it might be good.
Oh yeah, that'd be no problem at all.
I bet it's already a game.
Almost certainly. I've
It
never
probably
looked it
is.
up, but yeah.
Like, if any rap group had a video game, it was probably ICP.
They were
Like-
they were actually in video games before. You know, like the backyard wrestling games, like on
They
PlayStation
were.
1.
They were in
They
the
were in it.
WWE ones too.
Yeah, like it's
It's a
crazy.
rap group.
They used to have their own wrestling federation called the JCW, the Juggalo Championship Wrestling Federation.
You playing.
I am not. Look it up. It's hilarious. And
The shit Harry knows. Blows my
Harry
mind
knows all the
sometimes.
things, man.
Harry
I
knows
love it.
everything.
I just have knowledge about obscure things. That's all.
My thing is, you can remember all of it.
I got lots of wrinkles in my brain. Lots of wrinkles.
I got wrinkles, and I ain't gonna say it.
Ooh.
So, you know, since we're all going to start playing Minecraft,
Craig,
eventually.
you got to get on. I think I convinced Craig to do it.
The crafts of mine. Oh yeah, that dude over there in the corner.
So
of
what's
my
like
screen.
what's so I know like there's it's Minecraft and then it came out with the Minecraft stories, well story mode. So what's the premise of just the main game besides just building like with the Ender Dragon and all that shit? Like
What
you
do you
just
mean? Like, what's the
like
goal?
yeah
There's
like
no goal. You just do whatever you want.
okay because
See,
I
and
thought
that's
like
where
when
I
you
get
find
lost
and
because
kill
I
the
need
Ender Dragon and
direction.
that's like the big boss of just the
I
normal
guess, but it's
game.
not like you roll credits and say, "Hey, congratulations, Minecraft." No, you just
So
do
is it
whatever you
like
want.
Skyrim where I can just keep doing shit?
I
Yeah,
just
so
keep
Kinda.
building.
It's like No Man's Sky or something like that.
Well,
so
No
like
Man's Sky, I'm just like getting resources and scanning aliens over and over again. Is that
It's
it?
so much more
That's what I'm
now. No,
doing.
I
it's a
mean,
lot.
in
so
Minecraft,
No,
you
it's
can build things like houses, and you can do that in
build civilizations from
yeah, but
scratch.
you can do that in No Man's Sky too.
if I may, here's how Minecraft was explained to me, and this was 10 years ago before the game was ever even released. It was still in alpha. Um, a friend of mine sat me down and he said, "Do you want to play adult Legos?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "There's this game that you can build anything you want out of blocks. Anything. If you can think of it, you can build it." And I was like, "Yeah, but don't you have to have certain shaped blocks to build?" No. Every block's the same size. Every block builds the same way. They all have the same thing. It's like utilitarian like Legos. You can build anything you want. Is there a goal? I don't know. Have you ever dumped out a giant bucket of Legos on the ground and said, "What am I going to build today?" That's your goal. Your goal is to be in the game and just do whatever. So, no, there's not a story mode or an end game or any of that kind of stuff. And they add stuff all the time. And I'm sure things have changed over the years, but like you're just there to, it's a sandbox. You're just there to
Well,
have fun.
I mean, I'm cool with being there to just have fun, but are there dungeons and things to go attack and things like that?
There's
I don't want to just
monsters.
be.
There's caves you can explore and stuff, but it's not like, oh, you go to this dungeon and you find a chest at the end and you unlock new armor. No, it's not like that.
Mm-mm.
Just explore.
It's just a cave.
Oh, okay, I don't mean there's a chest in the end, but I just mean like there's boss fights that I can get into.
No, there's no boss
No,
fights.
there was some kind of
No,
new like monster they added into like the dungeons.
It's just like, the real world, except without the civilization in it. So if you take out all the other people on Earth, and
no, man,
that's
I've had
it.
some boss fights.
In real life.
Now you
Come on,
can
Craig. Put them
die.
up. Put them up, Craig. Let's go.
Oh,
Now
dun, dun,
there are
dun,
shits
dun,
that in there
dun,
that will
dun,
kill
dun.
you and
Yeah.
like the Enderman, the little shits that blow up
That's
creepers, what are they
terrifying.
called? Yeah, yeah, it's shit in there that will kill you though. Like we died, I don't know how many times
Anything
last
called
night.
Enderman just sounds like a bad day. Like what?
He's the Fortnite. He's the Minecraft's Slender Man.
I mean,
Like
they're
Minecraft
they're
Dungeons
super
on
nice as
Xbox.
long as
That's
you
fun.
don't look them in the eyes and they get pissed off. Other than that, they're fine.
So like
So-
They
there's
won't. They
there's
just
two
wander
different
around.
ways. There's two different ways to play the game. You can play it in peaceful mode where there is no monsters and you can't die and you don't have to survive or anything like. You just build whatever you want. And then there's like survival mode where you have to eat and you have to sleep and you have to fight off monsters and scrounge all your
which is
resources.
how we will play.
I'm thinking about starting
Why do you hate me?
I'm thinking about starting another server or another world on the server anyways. That's just free build. So
Well, there's something
You can have
because what
multiple
the
worlds on one
server my
server.
lady, well, yeah, the one my lady hops in the same world, you can go into creative mode. She does it just when she's building her house, but
Yeah.
when they explore and stuff, it's normal survival.
yeah, so I'm gonna look into that then to make another world because it's just like I like just building stuff. If I want to build a house out of diamond blocks, I'm gonna build a house
I
out of
like
diamond
building
blocks.
too. I just also like being able to earn cool shit. Like,
You level
oh,
up.
I kill this guy and now I have a diamond sword, or like this blinged out helmet. I just like that kind of shit. I like
There's totally
Or you
that.
can
Yep.
get those things, but
Yeah,
gotta
you
make
have to
them
make
yourself.
those things.
Well, there was a skeleton walking around with a gold helmet on. Dandy, you said the other night, right?
I got
Gold
I didn't.
pants,
I
gold
got
shoes.
gold
Oh
boots from a chest.
no,
Gold
I
boots.
killed one that came up on the surface. Did have a iron chest plate, and he had like a enchanted helmet. So I killed him and got both of those. So
oh, so if
yeah,
you
so yeah,
run
they're
up on
doing
something,
yeah.
you can kill it and take its gear.
Yeah.
If
Now,
it
if you
has it,
want to
yeah.
get into like just straight up Minecraft, like fighting and dungeons, then you get Minecraft Dungeon, which is
That's
I
like
have
that's
that,
more
and
like
it's
that's
actually
basically
pretty fun.
Diablo.
Yeah, that's a
It's
yeah,
Diablo
basically
clone.
basically
Diablo.
Diablo. Yeah, which I have.
I actually have Diablo
Pretty
on
fun.
here. I've been playing it. It's been fun. I have
Diablo.
Overwatch skins for it.
Which Diablo? The
The one we
The
have.
last one before
Reaper.
Immortal.
Oh, so Diablo 3.
Yeah.
I think we all have that. Who doesn't have
I have it
Diablo
on
3?
PlayStation.
I don't have it.
Me too.
Unless
You don't
unless
have Diablo 3?
unless some
That's kind of amazing.
unless PlayStation gave it to me or something like that. No, I don't. I don't play
No,
Diablo.
it's never a free game.
Mm.
Damn, I'm surprised.
No, I don't play isometric RPGs. Plus, I don't
That's the
support.
I feel
only
like
one
that
I've
would
ever
be up your
really
alley.
liked.
Mhm.
And
I
that
don't.
RuneScape.
It's like a
Also,
niche game. I just feel like you would be into the nicheness of it.
I have a problem with the way that Blizzard operates, the way the
Oh, I
company
mean, yeah, they're a
operates.
scummy
Well,
corporation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely nowadays, yeah.
Hmm.
Sexual harassment, sexual
Back
assault,
in the
all
Diablo
that.
3 days, though, there was still hope.
Yeah, but I mean,
So-
it's one of those things. I mean, like they're the ones that coined the "Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?" I mean, like you
Do
guys
you guys
don't
not
have
have
phones.
phones?
Yeah, like you see what I'm saying? Like it's not. Nah, I
And
don't think
now the
anything.
new thing. Do you guys
Or-
not have $100,000 to spend on Diablo Immortal?
Or
oh, I heard about that. Did you tell me about that, Dandy?
Yeah, that like to get like some of the highest level gear in Diablo Immortal, you got to spend like $110,000 or play
you
for
remember
10 years.
back in the day they had that panel interview for the Blizzard devs
Otherwise, it's supposed to be a fun game.
for World of Warcraft, and a girl was like, so why do all the girls have to be super sexualized? Could you like draw like maybe some average looking women?" And the dudes on stage straight up go, "That's not the kind of women we want to look at." And I'm like, what
Damn.
the
Mm.
fuck?
And these are the people in charge of the company making decisions. At the
Like,
company.
and like just right there, and then like
Tell-
all the other dudes are like, "Yeah, we don't want to see." Like, I'm like,
Tell them to go up on stage and say that shit now.
bro, I'm like, wow.
No,
Company
everybody-
burn.
Everybody that said that has been
They've all been
Well, they all super gone.
that big purge that happened the past couple of years.
Hella purge.
I mean, they still haven't purged enough. I mean, Bobby Kotick,
You're right.
No, true that. True that. Okay, best anime theme songs of all time. I'm going first. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Wait. Theme song, or you said
whoa.
or intro?
We jumped into a new
Damn, you
topic.
just
That's
like
the same
straight.
thing.
Boom.
Best anime theme
Well, no,
song,
because
intro?
Naruto Shippuden had like a bunch of them. Like I don't know if like the video
Nah.
intro versus the music.
I mean, are we talking about like the intro that plays when you watch it, or are you talking about the music
Whichever
that comes
song
on?
from an anime absolutely does it for you, but you
I mean-
only get one.
I mean, like that terrible song that plays when Ichigo uses his Bankai. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no.
go with the most fireest one.
Not that one.
Which-
That's not what I'm saying. That was not my. that's not my pick.
My intro, and this like when I think of a bomb ass anime intro, was the Dragon Ball Z one back in the day when it was like Dragon, rock the Dragon Ball Z, and that shit hit. I was like, yep, we're watching Dragon Ball Z.
You know, as soon as it came on, the whole
You
house
just-
chilled
you
out.
just
Everybody
knew.
sat on the couch.
You just knew there's no other intro that gets you hyped to watch this. There's no intro that gets you hyped to watch some people stand in place for 15
Shouting at each
minutes
other.
watching the wind blow.
Shouting at each other for 3 episodes straight.
Yeah.
Did you have to do that, dog?
Powering up for a good 30 minutes.
The longest 5 minutes in history.
Mm-mm.
Got hyped every time I heard it, man. I was like,
So, Rock the Dragon.
Mine
beat
is
it.
Far and Wide Yu Yu Hakusho, the intro. You can the Japanese version or the English dub. Either is amazing. Like,
Respect.
which is rare because you never get a good dub
Mhm.
of a Japanese song. But I've also heard there's copyright issues because it has almost the exact beat as Whitney Houston's "I Wanna Dance with Somebody," and it's like I want to go far and wide up through the countryside. And if you overlay it, it's almost the exact same beat.
Okay, I can see that.
do you have one, Harry?
Mm.
I could.
I mean, I have one. I have one, but you guys, I don't know. You may or may not have ever heard it because you guys are both listing. I know, Craig, you said both English and Japanese,
You
but
can do whatever you want.
but
It just got to hit for you.
the interesting thing about the Yu Yu Hakusho intro is it's one of the only ones that I can think of that the English introduction song is the Japanese introduction song, just sung by an English singer. Like it's the
Mhm.
only one that I can think of that does that. The Rock the Dragon one is completely different, and Dragon Ball Z, the Japanese one, completely different. Head Shala, if you haven't heard it, check it out. It's good.
Oh, it's
Um,
headshot,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
headshot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Na, 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 na,
Yeah, see,
na.
yeah, you see, so yeah, it's just it's pretty different. When Dom said Dragon Ball Z, I was thinking,
Hold on,
Head
so that's the OG song?
yeah,
Oh wow, I had no idea.
I was thinking Head Shala. I mean, it's pretty good, but so there's two I want to say, but I'll pick the more popular one of the two. It's the One Piece theme, the One Piece theme.
Oh, the English one.
Oh, go Nami, go Chopper, go no, not that one. No. It's the one that plays in the first 25 episodes of One Piece, and it's just like
I can't
it's
play it in my head right now.
it's like just go to Google and look up One Piece
I'm
intro,
gonna
and
go do that. You gonna
and
give me one? I want to pull up the Googles.
and
Oh
it's
wow.
it's just like one of the most, in my mind, one of the most prevalent anime intros. That one, and the honorable mention would be Evangelion, because like
The pain.
Evangelion is so good. It is like
Okay.
peak. It's like peak 90s. Like it, so good.
It was
Well,
raw edge,
boun-
bro.
So bouncing off of Craig's, like which
Uh-huh.
anime had the best intro? Which villain has the best like intro music? The music that plays when they come on. Like which villain?
Ooh, I got one.
Because like my tie is between Darth Vader's impending doom when he's walking out, and Sephiroth's just "you're gonna die when you see this man."
Mhm.
Their two musics, like when you hear it, you just know, like I'm fucked either way.
Sephiroth's beat is legendary.
Yeah,
You know you're
that's
done.
You know, it's just like as soon as you hear that, you're like, fuck,
Oh,
You're like,
we're
is
all
that
gonna die.
you're like, is that a chorus? Is that Gregorian chant? Oh, fuck. Is there a dude in the sky
bro,
with one wing? What's going on?
dude, I hear Greek. Do you hear
Then-
Greek?
But
I
when you hear
Greek.
Darth Vader, you're just like, shit, where is he walking up from? Where I'm finna just get strangled out of nowhere.
Those are
Mhm.
so good. That's way better than what I had. So yeah, no man, that's really good. Oh,
It's
man.
just hard, man. Those two, like, they're just so iconic. It's just like, as soon as you hear the music, you know who they are.
Mhm.
Does
I
the
wish-
Undertaker count?
No, it just count.
I don't know.
I
the
wish
Undertaker.
Joker had one, like a fucking
What
psychotic
would you
ass
even
one.
give the Joker?
It would have to
I-
be like something with a crazy ass laugh at the beginning, and then some music really hits right after because he's crazy. So you got to hear like that psychotic laugh with something that just hits right afterwards.
ICP, bro.
It could be ICP. Yeah, the one that's on TikTok all the time.
Uh,
The clown check one.
Hold on, is there a
I don't
ICP
know.
TikToker?
You don't know about that one?
Ah,
There was a TikTok trend where they did a clown check, and it was from the song "Great Malenko."
I don't know. I think for someone like
Is that
Joker, you have
like-
to have an original score. It
you're
can't be some
definitely
licensed song.
buzzing
Yeah.
with the Juggalos right now. Like they're like, "Oh,
Hey.
that's my boy." I
Hey, man,
wish I
shout out.
understood.
Juggalo for life.
But how many other villains actually have like themes, like music when they come out?
I feel like Eisen had at least the
Yeah.
guitar riff when he slicked
was-
the hair back.
I was gonna say Eisen. That was
When
the
he
one I was gonna
slicks
say.
his hair back, that's when shit gets real.
Hey,
It doesn't have to be
became
like
a
anime,
whole
just
different
like any, because like what I said, Darth Vader and then Sephiroth. You know,
the Green
Yeah.
Ranger.
That's
Like,
true. When he was
talk
bad.
about the most badass ranger out there.
green, white, red. He was Christmas.
He was all of them. He was a G in every suit. Like,
Right. I
even
think
when
he
he
was-
was
Here,
Did
here, I
he come
found
back
the
as a blue?
Joker's theme from The Dark Knight.
Really?
I
Quit
don't know. I
playing.
can't hear it.
I don't hear shit.
Can you hear it?
No.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Positive.
There's not a thing going on.
Oh, it's probably like smart canceling it because it's music.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably.
Like AI is like, we don't want to play music, so you know.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, I'll look it up. I'll look it
does
up.
it sound good?
It's just a sound.
Oh damn.
What about? Okay, I got one. Jaws.
I mean, it's an unsettling sound, but
Oh,
I got one.
Jaws.
That's a villain
Okay.
intro for
Oh,
your
yeah.
ass right there.
Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, Jaws. Yeah. What about like Freddy Krueger or Jason?
I mean that
The
counts.
breathing.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
still
they-
villains. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and they have sounds that
I can't remember Freddy
indicate that they're
Krueger's on. Like
coming.
I know Jason's and then Michael Myers. Like
Or
you
call it
know
that
theirs.
nursery rhyme for Freddy.
Oh, oh, it was, wasn't it? It was
The one,
one,
two, Freddy's
two.
coming for
Freddy's
you.
coming for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really slow. Like anything that is slowed down, like classical, is horror music.
Especially when you have little
Like
children
Dead
singing it. That's
Space,
horror.
like Dead Space. I think it was Dead Space 2. The music in the just when you're just right there at the screen.
Hmm.
I didn't know that was just a normal classical music.
Oh yeah.
Just
Classical music can
slowed
be
down,
freaky as
creeped
hell,
out.
man.
Evil Within. When you're just chilling, like looking at the mirror to go into the put your stats up. That's something else that was just classical, just slowed down. It's
So
creepy as shit.
another uh antagonist theme that I really liked is from Evangelion again. The Angels theme is just like, you want to talk about
Oh
put you
shit.
on edge. Like I was just thinking about it just now, like it was playing in my head, and I mean it sounds like sirens going off, like they're playing string instruments at such a high pitch and speed. It's like it's like an emergency signal. I'm telling you, man,
Like
Evangelion.
hearing
Just go
Flight of the
listen to the soundtrack.
Bumblebees, but
I'm surprised you
horrific.
don't have a
Yeah,
figure somewhere of Evangelion. Just something. Just
You
something.
don't have
I
an
have
Evangelion figure?
Do
I
you?
have I have an Evangelion tattoo.
I mean, that counts. That definitely
Counts.
counts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's on you at all times.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, no, I just like that. The
Harry, you
Angels.
never caught lacking, bruh.
No, the Angels theme, that one for sure to me is like, oh my god, like because they always play it the same way. Angels are what they call bad guys, by the way, in Evangelion. If you haven't seen it, if you
Hmm.
haven't seen it,
Yeah,
stop,
the
get off the
angels were the
podcast.
villains.
Yeah, get off the podcast and go watch Evangelion. Like I just like if you haven't seen it, I'm done. I'm done talking.
Make me.
Emotionally prepare yourself. Go
think you
in
Don't.
would.
knowing it's gonna
I think
hurt.
you would like it, Danny.
It's so good, Dandy. You should definitely watch it. It's on Netflix.
If
Is
you
it?
Hmm.
Evangelion's on Netflix?
It had a slight popularity resurgence in the United States because it came out once again on Netflix. But it's
Can I
always been.
watch it in English?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Mhm. You
Yes, you can.
shouldn't, but it. I would rather you watch it in English than not watch it at all. Yes.
There is something lost in translation, like with like the intensity of the words that they
I know,
use.
especially for an older show like that, but
Yeah.
It's I've
I
actually
get
heard that
bored easily and I want to look at my phone. I
the
can't read
dub
Japanese at
is
the same time.
the dub's pretty good for it. I've heard, but yeah.
The Yu
which
Yu Hakusho dub was pretty decent, but I watched it so many times that I
Ooh.
could start to pinpoint like different, like, oh, in Japanese he definitely didn't say that. He asked him like how his
Oh.
powers worked,
Oh
or
darn! Shoot, crud.
yeah,
But there
yeah,
are
like
some animations that just sound better in English.
I
Like the
was just
one
about to say.
Danny
Love is
recommended me watch.
War is
Yeah,
awesome in
that shit
English.
was so like I couldn't watch it in. You can't watch it subtitles because there's one episode when they're rapping. You have to be listening to it in English. It's so
So-
funny,
watching
huh? It's Love
What's
is
the
War.
anime?
Love is War.
Love is
Love is
War.
War.
It's like 3
Kaguya-sama.
seasons. Yeah, so you do know what it is.
Never in my
Yeah, like,
life would I think there
that
would be a
like slice of life
SpongeBob reference
comedy
in
show,
an
right?
anime, and then there was.
Yeah. So
Several hours later.
you just have to activate your Sharingans to read the subtitles while you're watching the show at the same time. It's really not that hard.
I get to the point to where I'm reading the subtitles like 3 times. I'm like, bro, move on. I've read this already.
Well, they're not done talking yet. There's
Well, So
I am.
here's a good topic then. Anime that us subtitle readers will watch in English, and I'll go first. Dragon Ball Z.
You damn
Pokemon.
right.
yeah.
Oh, Pokemon's
Yeah,
good.
Pokemon
Yeah,
too, yeah.
Pokemon's really good. Yeah,
I don't
Pokemon and
think
Dragon
I
Ball
could
Z.
see myself watching
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon in Japanese or
It's-
Yu-Gi-Oh. I just couldn't because
Yeah,
I grew up
you
watching
watched
them
it
in
as
English.
yeah, you exactly. That's
I
why.
couldn't do it.
I did
Dragon
watch
Ball.
the Pokemon
Naruto?
Journeys.
Oh God, I
in-
cannot watch Naruto in English.
Oh, I just
no.
assumed you guys grew up watching it in English.
Ugh.
I
I
watched it in
did,
English
but
and Japanese, so
but,
it's
you
hard
know-
for me to differentiate between. They're both equal for me because I watched them both growing up.
What about One Piece?
Ugh.
Oh,
I'm just
Japanese
assuming that the
all day.
older shows are the ones that
The
you were
dub is
growing up
dog
watching in English.
water. The dub is dog water. Oh my
That's
god.
that's a fair assumption, Dandy. The vast majority of the anime I did watch as a child was in English, and yeah, so those are the ones: Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, those types of things that are acceptable to me in English. But
So what I'll say
Go back.
to that is like, so for Naruto, the whole like normal Naruto, like just Naruto when he's a kid, I watch it in English because I grew up watching English. But Shippuden, I have to see the subs.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
because I have seen it subbed, I'd watch it in English now. Because I watched sub one time. And that's because it's new and I'm watching it, you know.
Sub for life.
I will admit, the first time I watched Dragon Ball Z in Japanese, I laughed at how Goku sound. I ain't gonna even lie.
He
No.
sounds way super high pitched, like really
That's
high
the whole
pitched.
point, though. Like that's part of his character. Like
He
you're
still
completely missing that.
sounds like a 12-year-old
That's the whole
child.
point.
Hilarious to me. I
No,
don't
but
care that I missed the point.
no. So, but that's the point. The point is he's one of those characters that looks buff, but has one of those super high pitched voices, like Pika in Doflamingo's crew. Like that's part of his character. So all of the Saiyan, all of the Goku and like Gohan and Goten and all them, they're all voiced by the same voice actress, all of them. And
Actress?
she changes, yes, actress, and she
Yep.
changes her voice based on who they are. So Gohan sounds
like
just
Jimmy
like
Turner.
Goku, but he's intelligent. The way he speaks a specific way. He doesn't sound like a country bumpkin like Goku does. And so like she changes her voice and like she has a higher voice and it's part of the character. It's like the whole point. And so
She's
like the
been
fact
voicing
that
him since Kid Goku.
since the very first,
Yeah.
yeah, the same actress the whole time. So like the
Same
American
thing
voice
for
actor.
Ash in Pokemon. It's always the same voice actor.
Oh, wow.
Actress.
So the American voice actor for Goku, he
Maybe.
sounds like a good guy. He sounds like a superhero, like you would expect him to sound. But in Japan, Goku's like, "Hey guys, let's go fuck up these guys from this other universe."
He sounds
And they're
like,
like,
he sounds like
they're
Morty.
What the hell is going on here? And they're like, "Yeah, I'm the strongest." It's like, what the huh?
You're the strongest?
And Vegeta's like, "What the hell is going on with you, Goku? Did you hit your head?" And Goku's like, "No, man, it's just like what I'm like, bro." So,
Oh no, it has changed for Ash. Okay.
Oh wait, Vegeta doesn't have it? It's not
No,
like a
Vegeta sounds dude. Vegeta's English voice actor sounds exactly like his Japanese voice actor. They nailed it to a T.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Vegeta's my boy though. My favorite
Vegeta
character.
all day. Facts,
All
favorite
day.
character.
Oh, the
Yeah,
one that's
it's
always in
nice.
second place. Oh yeah.
Which is bullshit,
what?
man. Such
Resurrection of
bullshit. Just
Resurrection
pisses
of
me
F
off.
pisses
Yeah.
me off, bro. Like they couldn't let him have that. They couldn't like Toriyama was just like, no, fuck you.
You know what? It should have been
Toriyama didn't write it,
Vegeta should have fought Frieza first. Like,
Who?
bitch, you killed me. Like, Vegeta should have fought Frieza first in Resurrection F. Be like, you killed me last time I saw you. I'm finna beat your ass right now. And it should have just been Vegeta got to fight him first. But they did give him credit and let him fight Broly first, even though Broly just started becoming a fucking powerhouse.
Ah,
And then it pissed me off because Vegeta stopped fighting him in Super Saiyan God. Not Blue, just Super Saiyan God. And Broly was like on that level. But then when Broly turns to fight the Goku, Goku starts in his base form and stays up with him a little bit. And I was like, this is some
No,
bullshit.
there is no way Goku's base is at the
Bro,
same.
legit, if you're watching it, when Broly stops fighting Vegeta, Vegeta is red. Goku is in base, like warming up, goes fight Broly.
doing the
Of
jump
course, you
around.
can tell it's one-sided. Broly starts beating the hell out of him.
yeah, but you know he
Bro.
sounded like this. All right, bro, let's go.
What are you doing? No, you're trying not to go to bed. Let me see.
I can't remember the dub. I mean, I have both.
Come
and
here.
I've watched it, but I can't remember how he sounded. He just yells a lot. Like,
Who,
and
Broly?
yeah, and I feel like the Kakarot was pretty accurate between
go lay down.
both.
Well, you gotta understand, Broly was so in his new backstory, which is the best backstory,
It was
makes more
amazing.
sense. Remember, he's only raised by his father.
Mhm.
He's like Goku. He doesn't have any like schooling or anything like that. Just
Social
born to
skills.
fight. Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't have social skills. He's only talked to his father. His best friend was a fucking monster.
True. And then his dad mutilated it.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
whose
that's-
dog
that's-
you just killed.
Oh, but can we talk about how he beat Frieza's ass for an hour?
Yeah, I don't
What?
understand how Frieza was alive for a whole hour like that. I was just
I
like, you know,
mean-
at some point he got bored and started trying to fight Whis, and Whis. All right, yeah.
My favorite part is when Broly is just like boxing him. wide hooks, and you just see Frieza's face swinging from left
No,
to
my
right.
favorite
Jump
part
his
is
foot,
when he was
douchebag.
literally putting his foot in Frieza's chest, kicking his ass into that mountain. I was like, yeah, yeah. Broly's a
Well, I
beast.
Man,
Well, I suppose
oh,
I suppose the punching bag sometimes, kind of like it swings back, like when you're punching it, it'll swing back. But I mean, like he was basically just a gold punching bag.
He
word.
was.
Like, I don't think he ever got a lick in, like not even one.
Hell no. If he did, it didn't phase him at all.
We didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Mm.
That's
Most
funny.
one-sided anime fights of all time.
Have you ever seen Demon Slayer? All those fights are one-sided as
All of them.
hell.
I would say
Bro.
I would say Ichigo after his training when he comes back to fight Aizen.
Good one. Good one. Gon versus Neferpita.
He was toying with her.
Bro.
Dude, he was just like,
Bro. Bro. He's like, you don't
man.
even know. You're already dead.
Mm,
Like,
I would
mm.
have liked to see him fight her a little bit before he just transformed.
Saitama versus anyone.
True.
well played.
True.
Well
true.
played.
Man. Oh, that's good.
How did you just?
See, what's another? Oh, and what was that?
Oh, how about
Common
Superman versus?
Rider or not Common Rider? The dude from One Punch Man, the dude that rides the bike who got his ass beat.
I think it's just
Oh,
The
Moomin
bicy-
Rider. Moomin Rider.
Moomin Rider, yeah. Oh man, when the Sea King dude just beat the shit out of him
Yeah.
and just kind of like thumped him around. It was horrible.
Mm.
Felt so
How
bad
about
for little dude.
Superman versus the Justice League? Just
I
the
was-
just the newest one. Just the newest movie where like everybody's trying to fight him and he's just like no.
Oh,
And then
I
like
haven't
the
seen
Flash
it.
and
You
like the
haven't seen the
Flash.
new Justice League movie?
No. Oh
Flash-
wait. Oh
It's
okay.
Zack
Okay.
Snyder's Justice
I'm
League.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of the animation one because there's
No,
another
no,
one
no,
that just
no,
came out.
No, the live action one where the Flash is
Okay.
like running like this. He's like running past him, and then you see Superman do like this,
Hey, bitch, where you going?
and he's like, what the fuck? And then like, yeah, like, dude, yeah, that's what I'm.
I need to
talking
go
about.
watch that. That actually
smart.
seems pretty legit.
You haven't
Yeah.
seen it? You got to watch the Snyder cut though. Suck
It's
it
my
up.
God.
Watch the 4 hours.
long.
Dude, don't watch the
Suck
Snyder
it.
Cut. It's 8 hours. No,
No,
just
No,
watch
man,
it.
just suck
Watch
it
the
up. Watch it in
theatrical one.
sections.
Watch the
Your
theatrical
movie
one.
At the end of
Something I
Avengers
have to
Infinity
suck
War.
up and watch. I'm
No,
not
man.
watching.
All right, look. Watch
Watch
the
the
Snyder
theatrical
cut.
one.
Just don't watch the fucking end when they show the Joker and the apocalypse and shit. Don't watch that. You can turn it off at that point.
Speaking of Joker, they're gonna make a sequel to the Joker.
Is that
I did
real?
see
Or
that,
was
yeah.
that? I thought that
Ooh.
was memes.
That's real.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie.
Any any other information about that? Like
No, just have to make a sequel.
damn.
Decided to replace the actor because they're stupid.
No,
No, they
no
don't.
Nah.
fucking way. Heavy.
He was good. He was very good.
That was
People
a
make dumb
very
decisions
dark
in movies all the
ass.
time.
Have you not seen it, Craig?
No, I have not. I
Damn,
don't care. Spoil
that's
away.
a-
You can talk
that's
about it. I
good.
don't give a shit. I'm gonna
No,
watch
there's-
it.
That's a dark ass movie.
There's nothing really to spoil.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
spoil.
like, he's the Joker. It's his
Yeah.
origin story. What you already know what's gonna happen.
It's
You can't
it's
spoil that.
it's one
Nah.
origin story of the Joker.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I'm
I
pretty
mean-
sure you know his real origin story. Like,
There's like 3. I can't tell you which
Well,
There's
one.
no.
I thought
there's
the
no
whole thing was he
valid-
doesn't really have a real origin story. He's always been like a mystery.
no,
Yeah.
he actually does have a real one. Like his real origin story was he was just a normal guy. He had a wife, he had a kid. He was in bad with some money. This people was like, hey, just come do this job with us, get some money. He wore a red hood. Like that was
Oh,
his thing.
yeah,
He
and then
wore a
he's-
red hood.
Yeah. Then
He
slipped
was
with
at
shit.
the area. The guys ditched him. He was above the vats. Batman showed up. He freaked out, backed up, fell in the vat. And when he got out, like he got flushed out, the vat bleached his skin white. Like his skin is bleached white. His lips are just permanent like that. His hair is permanent like that. And the chemicals seeped into his brain, and he became the fucking Joker. He was
Isn't
insane.
Same origin for the Batman 1989 Joker.
Yeah,
Basically.
that's the Joker origin. That is
I mean, that's
Joker.
one of them. It's not always the same.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
one of the origin stories.
I would say that's a good one.
That's the
Well,
first
the
one I
one,
learned about, but
Yeah.
like I'm sure there was a different one before with that one.
yeah, the one where his father Blade put a razor in his mouth.
Oh,
Well, that one is intentionally.
I would have
It's
loved his.
story-driven.
I would have
It's
loved his.
story-driven.
I would love that Joker's actual origin story.
I'll be honest. That's probably one of my all-time iterations of the Joker
Oh,
ever.
dude, yeah, that was
Next
so
to the
good.
90s cartoon.
Mark
Like,
Hamill's
Mark Hamill.
portrayal
Gotta love
I
Mark.
mean,
You
That
gotta
was
love
so
him.
fucking
in the
good.
Batman games and the show.
Yeah.
Man.
Luke Skywalker
I
is the
always
Joker.
forget that that's the same Mark Hamill that plays fucking Luke Skywalker. As soon as you said that,
Yep.
my brain clicked. I was like, wait a minute, Mark Hamill? Isn't that Luke Skywalker? I always forget that's the same fucking dude. Like,
Mhm.
how insane is that? You play the Joker and Luke Skywalker.
Two fucking
That's
iconic characters,
One of the
man.
most famous villains and one of the most famous heroes.
like you are the epitome of acting ability. Like, that's wild. That is wild.
So to anybody, were you Luke? I didn't think so. Were you the Joker? I didn't think so.
So like,
Out the office.
so like the only other actor I can think of that has those kind of chops is Troy Baker is a voice actor in the gaming industry.
Yeah,
And
he
that
does.
guy
Oh,
has
yeah.
played.
He's
That
I feel
guy
like
has
I've heard
played.
that name.
He's
played
been
everyone.
in like almost every major game that's been out in the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
10 years.
Let's see. He's Drake from Drake's Uncharted.
Played it.
No, he's not Drake. He's the other one. He's his brother.
It's
Oh,
Brizzy,
yeah,
actually. I have
that's
the
right.
album.
That's right.
Nathan Fillion is Drake, I think.
No.
Or,
The
something
fact
like
that y'all know this is honestly impressive.
Well,
Probably
either way, Troy Baker is an incredibly prolific voice actor. He played
Prolific, good word.
the main character in BioShock Racists in the Sky. I mean Infinite.
Infinite.
That's the same voice actor from
Another
Charted?
trilogy I've never played.
Oh my,
Of
you
Uncharted
never
brother,
played
yeah.
BioShock?
Dude,
I played. Okay, like let me rephrase it. Never
Yo.
beat.
So
I
good.
played some of the first one. That's it.
I played
I've never
1
beat any of
and 3. I never played 2. I
I'll-
tried
BioShock.
to, but I didn't really care for it.
I want
BioShock
to go
is
back
so
and
good.
play Infinite again, but I don't know if I can handle the emotional strain.
The Racists in the Sky.
Dude, right?
You thought
Yeah.
that was an emotional strain, dude? Just play The Last
Man.
of Us. You talk about a fucking emotional strain from
I am
beginning to
not
end.
playing that. I just
Like his daughter
emotional
dies in
damage.
his arms in the fucking first game in like the
And
first
we
5
died.
minutes. He's just
And we-
like,
no.
that's what kind of game we're playing, huh?
Dude,
Nah,
holy
I
shit.
knew as soon as I saw the name of the game is The Last of Us. I was like, oh, ain't nothing good happening
Yeah,
here.
but man,
Like,
until
ain't
you
nothing
see
good
him like his daughter get shot and die in his arm, you're like, holy shit, what am I playing?
Can't wait for that TV show.
Mm.
Oh boy.
They're
Oh
not
boy.
gonna. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, they are. It's
No,
gonna
they,
be HBO.
yeah, they have to, man. Yeah, it's HBO. They have to show
see.
him losing his daughter. They have to. That's
I
that's
mean,
what
They'll
created.
definitely do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's HBO. They do whatever they want. They could do that, or they could not. It just depends.
I mean,
See?
it's the person who made the
That's
director
all it
the
gets
main
it.
game has been the one that's been like heavily
Oh,
influencing their writing.
Neil Druckmann.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm sure.
Neil
it's good.
Diamond.
But I
I
think
thought they
it's
were
going to be
done.
different from this. It's good. The story is going to be overall
Sweet
different from the game because they're going to like
Bum, bum, bum.
Are
do different things.
are they not done filming it? Like, aren't they done? Didn't
Yeah, I
they-
think they are filming.
Oh, is,
They're done filming. Yeah.
Pedro
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal is the
Yeah.
lead guy. Oh my god, he
And
is so
the
good. Pedro Pascal.
girl, oh, who
Which,
was it?
what's
Mando.
what's
They would be at it again.
It's Mando.
I
That's
think the
the
girl
Mando?
playing
Yeah.
Ellie is the girl from Game of Thrones, who was that little queen girl from one of the Northern Kingdoms.
Oh yeah. She died in a fucked up way, but
Was she the
She's
one
like,
that?
she was like
Game
that
of Thrones,
that come out of
everyone died.
nowhere cool character that everyone loved in the last 2 seasons.
and then a giant picked her up and fucking just crushed her.
Oh shit.
Not
okay.
before she killed him though.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, it was dumb that the giant would pick her up after just swiping away everyone around him, but
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this little one up.
Maybe he was gonna eat her.
It was just
they don't eat people.
yeah, they don't. They just kill them.
Oh, never mind.
That last season was just horrible to begin with. So
Honestly,
Both of 'em.
honestly, the fact that Pedro Pascal was the Mandalorian was honestly, I mean, he's a great actor. Don't get me wrong, but it was a little bit disappointing to find that out because the whole point is he's not supposed to take his mask off. He's not supposed to take the helmet off. So like, it's like if you found out that he's Pedro Pascal, okay, well that's a really famous actor. Of course, you know what he looks like. You know,
okay, but
and like
at
Well, I
least
what,
they did it better than Halo.
I haven't seen Halo.
What is your point exactly? That if he hadn't
Well,
taken the
Halo.
helmet off in
I've
the
heard
show, you
good
wouldn't
things
know he's
about
Pedro
Halo.
Pascal?
Are you mad because they showed his face?
there's a lot of questions. Hold on. Let me answer Dandy's first. Let me answer Dandy's first. Okay, so the whole point is he's not supposed to take his mask off, right?
Right.
But it's Pedro Pascal, so it's
Yeah.
not a question of if he never took it off, we would still know what he looks like. So the audience is not supposed to know, not supposed to
Oh,
know what he
so
looks like. But he's a
you
famous enough actor. It's like saying Brad Pitt is this character, but he never takes his mask off, so no one knows who he is. It's
I
Brad
mean,
Pitt.
no matter who they cast, they would know who it is because he would just look up the
No,
name of the actor once the credits rolled.
true,
Yeah, but no,
true.
but what he means is just like the sense of
Without
just
going,
watching the show.
yeah,
You
without going
just should
into the
not
show,
ever see
I
him with his
shouldn't.
mask off.
Right, I
Like
shouldn't.
like if you played Halo, every time if Master Chief were to take his helmet off, they're not showing it. They show the helmet, you know.
That's
So like
and
basically
Master
when
Chief
he
is not
first took
played
his
by
helmet
a
off,
famous actor.
yeah, but basically like when Mandalorian first took his helmet off for that robot to fix his concussion, they should have like panned it, like not or showed the back of the robot as he's just doing the motion,
Yeah.
and then him
So,
putting his helmet back on.
like I said, nothing against Pedro, amazing actor. Like for me, his role in Narcos is like that's where I know him best from.
I haven't
Everybody
seen
knows
it.
him now from Mandalorian, but Narcos
He's
is
really
where
good in
I
that Nick Cage movie that came out this year.
Which one? Nick Cage has like so many movies that be fucking
The
coming
big
out.
one, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I haven't seen
Okay, I've never even
The
heard
one
of
where
it.
he actually plays Nicolas Cage. So
that. Nick Cage has so many fucking
Um,
movies.
but yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like, if it wasn't somebody so prolific as Pedro Pascal, and then it would have been like, okay, cool. Well, then now I have to be like, whoa, what does he look like? What's he gonna look like? But it was a big deal for him to not take his mask off, and then he took it off, like, and then had it off like for the whole season. And I'm like,
sorry, the
you know,
wife required snack.
No.
wait, he only had it off for like one
He
scene.
only had it for like
the
that
first
one scene in
season.
season 1.
And
That was
in
it.
season 2, I think he did it like twice. Yeah, twice.
Are we talking about Mando?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Taking
Wait,
off his
Harry, have you
meows?
finished season 2?
I think so.
Don't give me any spoilers. I haven't.
Well, I mean, you would probably know considering there's a big character that shows up at the end, but I can't say anything more.
You guys
Oh,
need
I
to get
already
on
know
that
that,
Obi. You
but
guys need to get on
whatever.
that Obi-Wan, man.
I haven't seen Obi-Wan. No.
Kenobi.
Haven't seen it yet.
You
Is it
watched the
bad?
one today, Dandy.
Yeah, it was all right. It's just
not-
felt like we didn't like progress the story anymore because it's just we just did the same thing they did in the first 2 episodes. They're rescuing someone, and they're rescuing the same someone, and now they're just right back
Isn't
where
the
they started at the end of the
Obi-Wan?
second episode.
It's just gonna be a filler, right? It's just like a fill-in story of what he was doing till he got found by
Yeah.
Luke.
Yes.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Basically,
It's his story.
it's just a
Him
one-off
and Vader's
story.
story, yeah. I mean, any scene when Vader walks out is always good.
Are there actual conflicts like where he actually runs into Vader?
Yes.
And
Hell yeah.
because like I've always thought he just like found a planet and just hid there and no one knew where he was.
No, he was there specifically to watch over Luke from a distance.
But did dude not know that Luke? Okay, did he not know that Luke was also on the planet? At this
No,
point, he thinks
No,
his kid
he's the one who
dead.
brought Luke there.
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
brought
no,
him
no. I
there.
mean Vader.
Vader does
Yeah,
it.
Vader
Well, if
didn't
you
know.
Vader
It's
doesn't even know
ridiculous
he
that
has
he didn't
kids.
know.
Yeah,
I mean,
Vader,
it's-
as far
You
as he knows,
got
his
you got to
kids are
remember,
dead.
Vader didn't know he had kids. Emperor Palpatine had to be like, "These are your fucking kids."
I was pretty sure that Palpatine was the one who said both Padme and your kid died. Pretty sure he told Anakin that.
Right.
No, he just said that Padme died. He never said that the
But
kids died.
but Vader knew that she was pregnant. So if
He knew, but he
Yeah.
just assumed that they died. That's why in episode
exactly, that's what he said. If she died, then they died. That's the implication.
Yeah.
yeah, but
So-
then in episode 7, the movie, Emperor Palpatine is the one who's like Vader, like these are your kids. Like I know he like sensed the
No,
force.
but
These are your
Palpatine's
kids,
a-
like some
a
shit like
douche
that.
canoe. He would definitely lie to him. Like
Episode
Yeah.
7,
fun.
Palpatine
he
was innocent.
purposely made his
Or
suit
Vader.
hurt
They're
him.
both dead.
Like
No,
Just
Force
cuz.
Awakens.
oh, episode 5.
Yeah.
Because the episode 5 is when Vader and Luke fight, and Vader tells him that he's your father, but Vader learns that through Palpatine. Palpatine kind of is like, these are your kids.
I think Vader knew. I think Vader knew before Palpatine said anything, because like he could feel the Force. He knew.
that's
He was
what I'm
in tune with
saying.
it.
Like how could they
Yeah.
not know? Like
Yeah, I think he knew, and that's why he was like, "I'm gonna defeat Luke and then have him join me." Like that's it. Like, okay, if you want to resist, that's fine. You can resist. I'll just disable you. I'll literally disarm you.
It's like
And
I'm
then
fine. Look.
I'll disarm you, and then you'll join me. Like that's basically what happens. And so, yeah, I think Vader knew, that there
That's
was
why he
something
had no
going on.
issues just cutting off his arm.
Yeah.
He was like,
Bitch,
you don't
get a
even need that.
robotic one. Shit, I got 3.
He didn't. I don't think he knew about Leia. I don't think he knew about Leia. I don't think he did. Like I'm sure he felt something, but I don't think he knew because he captured her, kept her on the
Yeah,
ship, and interrogated her and stuff.
Mhm.
So I mean,
Yeah,
like
and
it
there was
would
a
have
couple
been.
moments where he was like, "I'll kill Leia" or whatever.
It
You
should have
are a
been.
traitor and a part of the Rebel Alliance.
I mean, it should have been
There it
obvious.
is.
It should have been obvious at that point, like, hey, that's my kid. He should have known. But I think he knew with Luke because Luke was so much stronger in the Force than Leia was, and I think that's why he knew. But
I like how, like, in the newer episodes, Leia just trained with Luke in the Force, like, out of fucking nowhere. They brought that up. And I was like,
it's
what?
important, man. It's
Well, I
important.
mean, she was just as gifted in the Force as he was. They're twins, so it makes
It's
sense that she would be
it's
trained with like him.
it's called power scaling and retconning.
They just did it
Classic,
off screen in between the 2 movies, right?
classic.
No.
Yeah, classic
Yes.
story. It's classic storytelling tropes for action things where it's just like, well, so you mean to tell me that Sakura has been useless this entire show, but yet she can hang with Naruto and Sasuke to defeat the final boss? What do you mean? Oh, it's secretly she's been training. No, man, she's still trash. So like it's called retconning and power scaling. That's what
Yeah,
you do. You
because
bring up
obviously
characters.
the technique Sakura used was Tsunade's technique, who's way stronger than her, and got her ass handed to her by Madara in his
So-
base form, doing
So-
that technique.
So to not go too far out because we want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to because we're losing Dandy. We brought up
Losing-
Naruto again.
losing him.
I can tell he's already. I can see his eyes is glossing over. He's like, God, they brought up Naruto again. Son of a bitch, this guy. But anyways, so yes, it's power scaling. That's what happens all the time. It's like, well, these characters are ultra powerful, but how? Why? We've never seen Leia train. Of course, you've never seen Leia train. There hasn't been a movie about what she's been doing the last 20 years. Of course, you don't have any idea what she did. But don't worry, she did it. I saw a thing online the other day. It was like, Leia is more like Anakin than Luke.
I can see that. Yeah.
She organized the rebel army, led them as a general, inspired people, ran entire fleets, was this great military strategist. Like did all of this. Sounds exactly like Anakin.
Dude, even like if you watch when you watch Kenobi, her as a kid, she's smart as fuck. Like,
Well,
smart.
in Kenobi, they're making more parallels to her and Padme rather than Anakin. They make that note several times that she reminds Kenobi of Padme.
what a great fucking show.
I'm
let
really
you know.
We'll
enjoying
see.
I'll let you
y'all-
know.
Do you
I'll
think
let you
they'll
know
make
when I watch
You think they'll make a Mando 3? Season 3?
Yeah, they
Oh,
already
they have
announced
to.
it. It's coming
Yeah,
next year.
absolutely.
Oh shit. Damn.
They have
I
to.
think they're
I
not going to make a Mando season
I
3
mean-
after Boba Fett.
You never know.
Wait. I haven't seen Boba Fett.
Boba Fett has some stuff that Mando stuff in it.
So Mando season 2 is a cliffhanger. It ends on a cliffhanger. Of
Can
course
y'all
they're
hear
going to
me
make
chewing?
season 3. No. Mm-mm.
I mean, Boba Fett is like Mando 2.5. So
Yeah.
We'll
Because he
watch it
steals it.
eventually.
He
It's on the
steals
list.
it when he shows up.
We just finished Hawkeye, so Mando or not Mando, but
Oh.
Fett should be very soon.
Miss Marvel started today too, and that was actually really good for the first episode.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me that. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I thought the
while I eat
acting was
breakfast.
really good. I mean, they changed her powers a bit, but it's not.
Miss
What kind of powers does
Marvel-
she have?
It's
And
Sorry,
the
well,
Avengers.
Wait. Hold on. Before you say anything, what powers should she have? Versus
she's
what
supposed
she got
to
in
have
Civil
a
War?
power called Embiggen, which is basically the stretchy powers of Mr. Fantastic, which is why they did so they do characters like that.
So like the game, Marvel's Avengers. The
Yeah,
PlayStation.
exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
What's her
but
powers now?
Now she's got this like I guess family heirloom wristband thing, and it gives her like she still can do like stretchy stuff sort of, but it's more like a projection rather than actually stretching out her arm. Like she
Oh.
stretches out and it makes like a long projection of her arm to catch someone at what point she can make like crystal energy things that shoot out, and she can use them as platforms or just as projectile stuff.
But it's not her actual power. It's just some.
No, it's coming
everyday-
from a thing.
I wonder why they went that route. Weird.
So they wouldn't have a stretchy power person. They haven't brought in
The
X-Men yet, so they can't do that
Mr.
either.
Fantastic, yeah.
And they're
Why
not
is it
really
because
doing
it'll look
mutants.
awkward, or is there something else?
Probably a combination of both. That they don't want to have two people with the same powers coming together in the same phase, and then stretchy powers never have looked good so far, and it's definitely not going to look good on a low budget TV show. They probably just want to change it to make it different.
I watch
Plus,
it
I think they
tomorrow.
want to make her closer to Captain
You
Marvel
want to see
because
the new
she's.
Mortal Kombat movie?
Okay, you just fucking
Yeah.
shot right off to Mortal Kombat out of nowhere.
Well, anyways, I'm not paying attention to what's going on. Let's start a new topic.
Yeah, like see Mortal Kombat, like what?
I've been listening,
God
but
damn it,
like
Craig.
I'm sorry about ADHD, bro. Like, sorry.
Where did Mortal Kombat come from at all this?
From my brain.
Oh, it's probably because the new Mortal Kombat movie has a new character in it that's not in anything, and
Which made it not good to me. In all
But
honesty,
anyone
that's
see
fine.
it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was on
I have
HBO.
seen it. Let me tell you the best parts about the movie. The beginning when Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight, and the ending when Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight.
when the credits roll, when the movie's over.
When those two are fighting, highlight of the fucking movie.
Lizard looked pretty cool.
Everything else is like fucking.
Oh no, Kano was a delight in that movie.
Oh yeah, he was hilarious. But I mean, they shit on Liu Kang. He's just like fucking like little midget monk. I'm just like, what the fuck? This isn't Liu Kang. This is
Not literally. Tom's
okay.
just being hyperbolic.
But he is like he's the smallest person out of everybody. Like he's short as shit. Like he's tiny.
I mean, you don't have to be tall to be a good martial
No,
artist.
but man, no. In any like, come on now, no.
I haven't seen it. I have no idea what they did. But
Yeah, remember that guy in Peacemaker? He was really good at martial arts. He was short.
I haven't seen it.
That was a good show.
But I mean, the Scorpion and Sub-Zero fights are worth watching. Just on YouTube alone, just fucking look up those fights. That was really
I
good.
watched so many Scorpion and Sub-Zero fights on YouTube.
Who do you side with?
Who gives a fuck?
So
Whoa,
think
sir, that
before-
fucking matters. That shit actually does fucking matter.
before I knew the lore, Sub-Zero. And then after I learned the lore,
Sub-Zero.
Scorpion.
Oh,
No, Scorpion all the way, dude.
It's Scorpion. Because like he
I
got
don't know.
wrong, bro, on every rate. Like
I don't know any of the stories, but I like Scorpion's powers better. I think they're cooler. Fire's cooler than ice.
Basically, which one? There's two fucking sorcerers. There's Shao Kahn, and then there's the other guy,
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung was the one.
Your
With-
soul
with-
is mine.
Oh no, you mean Quan Chi, the ball one?
Quan Chi. So Quan Chi, right? This dickhead disguised himself as Sub-Zero
and
and
killed the
went
other guy's
and
family.
massacred. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, that's
Scorpion's whole fucking family,
Mhm.
and then he fought Scorpion and killed him using as Sub-Zero, using Sub-Zero's techniques. Froze him, killed him. You know, Scorpion wakes up in hell, pissed, wants revenge. Quan Chi approaches him, normal. It's like, I can help you get revenge, and there it goes. There's Scorpion. So he's
What
just
about-
dead set on killing Sub-Zero.
What about Sub-Zero? Didn't
Sub-Zero
his family
didn't-
get murdered or whatever?
So apparently, like in some stories, their clans did know about each other, and they were at odds before. So their clans have always been at odds, and that's why he took advantage of that shit.
And Hashirama.
Madara and Hashirama?
Yeah, basically, yeah, same fucking concept, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I mean, Scorpion's powers are just cooler. I don't know, like Ice is fine,
No,
But, like,
Ice is fine, but that's all he has. So Scorpion can literally drag your ass to the underworld, and he's just gonna win because his power comes from there.
It's
Like Death Battle
can't
did that
die.
shit. Death Battle did it.
Yeah, like Ghost Rider. Thank you. I was gonna say Nicky
Yeah.
Cage. Like Nicky
Yeah,
Cage's
basically.
superhero movie. Yeah. Mhm.
Like you can't kill him. He just goes to hell and comes back.
What about
They
what
bit-
about what about Spawn? Isn't that Spawn's thing too?
Spawn does that too.
Yeah,
Can't kill him. He just goes to hell and comes back.
yeah. Spawn is just—he's on a whole nother level. Like if he had a movie, it'd be hard to do his movie. There is a Spawn movie.
There
Yes,
is a movie.
yes, there is.
There is.
There
It's probably
is.
terrible, right? Because
Yeah, it's just terrible.
So like it came out of
It's not
time.
good.
It
It's
came
not
out of
good.
time when there were no superhero movies, and the best one was Batman 1989. Now that's a good one. I'm not saying that's a bad movie. I'm just saying like that's it. That's the only movie that was ever good superhero wise. Like the Superman movies from the 70s were really like a cult phenomenon. They were really big, really pop culture thing, but they weren't very good. I don't know if you guys have seen them.
No,
They
they're
weren't
not
very
good.
good. But at the time, like, it was mind-blowing stuff, but like they weren't very good. But Batman 1989 is like one of the pillars of superhero movies. It's so
Is that
good.
the one with the Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer?
That's that trilogy, but the first one is just Joker. It's just him and Joker.
Man,
If you could
Batman's.
go back in time and show those people from that era one modern day superhero movie, what would it be?
Batman 2, the Joker. Christian
Dark
Bale
Knight.
versus Dark Knight, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy that.
Yeah, fuck. That's like the fucking
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
would
copy
be
that
like,
answer.
I would say probably an Avengers movie. Get them all, get all the
oh,
superheroes there at once.
that's true.
See, this is what superheroes looks like on they're on a team.
That's true. You could do
They
like
would be blown away
Oh,
by
so
the special
wait. We would go back and
Exactly.
show somebody back in time, like a modern one now.
Yeah, yeah. You go back in time and show them a movie from the modern.
I mean, but in game to me, or not in game, but
I
the
would go more
Thanos.
Infinity War than.
Yeah, I would say the Thanos saga, isn't it like 3 different movies? So like you'd have to show
Two.
them
It's
3
it's,
movies
it's
for
no, it's
them to
two.
get.
You could probably get away with just showing them Infinity War. They'd be able to get the gist.
That's when he wins at the end, right? Infinity War?
Yeah, that's
when he does the snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Infinity War is
Especially if they don't
Very-
know there's a sequel and they just think all the heroes die.
yeah, like Thanos wins. Like
Okay.
that's
So you know what? I would do the Avengers for the simple fact that they would probably be confused by some of the shit that is going on, like Tony Stark with nanoids and all that shit, and Spider-Man coming in there with a fucking metallic suit and shit. I don't know how far the comic was like back then.
that's a
You
that's a
know?
good question. I don't know.
Because, like,
if you're talking
some-
about,
I
like
want them
80s
to be
Spider-Man.
confused.
Because but some of the Marvel movies aren't going based off of like those older comics from back then. They're
Really?
going off the more modern ones. So I would just stick to the first Avengers movie when they all just assemble, because that's like close to the classic ones as you can get.
That's true.
Just
Also,
to be like some
Captain
holy shit,
America
is that what we
costume
got to look forward to? Like, yep, but there's a lot more after that. But I'll just start you with this: everybody assembling, everybody being at odds and shit, and it just coming together just to fight this fucking horde from Loki.
and then show them Civil War.
Yep, from Civil War right after. Now they all fucking hate each other. Now they're all
That's
just
what I'm
fucking...
saying. See, like in order for this to
They
work,
didn't
you have to show
Infinity
them, like,
War. Now
4
they're all
movies.
fucking-
Yeah, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, yeah.
But what a great way to do that, though. You know, you have like right before Thanos hits, everybody's at odds with each other. There is no Avengers. There's no team assembled ready for this to happen.
I'm still saying that after the snap, after Infinity War, they should have done a Thanos movie.
I'm sure they're going to.
They should have
Because
done
he's
it.
got some
Yeah,
bomb
but-
ass
They
combos.
should have
Nah,
done
I
it.
doubt it.
But
They
how
should've-
would that
You know-
movie have gone? Like
Because
it would've
nobody
gone-
could, but nobody
it
could
would've
stop him. He
It
was.
would have gone horrible. That's the point. The
I
point
don't-
is,
But he achieved his goal at the end, so I don't know what that movie would
Yeah.
be about. Because they just
No,
killed him like
it's
3
not-
days later.
it's not after. It's before. It's leading up to it. It's Thanos'
Oh,
backstory as to
Yeah.
why Thanos did what he
Right.
did, why he snapped, why that matters. You know, they talk about it a little bit about how he grew up on a planet and
Yeah,
blah, blah,
he was
blah.
beloved on his planet too.
yeah. I mean, like a
So,
Thanos movie.
I don't know. I never liked prequels because I always know what the end result is, so it's kind of pointless.
That's fair, but did you play the Halo games?
I played 1, 2, and 3.
You didn't. You never played Reach.
I think I just did multiplayer stuff at Reach.
Reach is so good. To me, those types of stories where you know how it's gonna end can be some of the best. Like a Rogue One. Like you know how Rogue One is gonna end.
That's a fair point. That's a good movie. That's probably
And
my
it
favorite
was
Star Wars movie.
super good because you know that they're going against all odds. You know no one is going to survive this mission, and yet you identify with these characters. They build these characters for who they are, and they do the same thing in Reach. Reach is the story about the last Spartan team. Let me say that again. The last Spartan team. They all die. And it's just like it's an unwinnable war against the Covenant on a planet that got glassed. You know this. You know the story of Reach. but yet here you are, boots on the ground, fighting aliens to the end. I mean, like it was such a compelling story. Um, that yeah, I mean, it's to me those are the kinds of stories I
Oh,
really
you know what? Well, you could say the same for Modern Warfare. When you play this, um,
Modern
um,
Warfare 2,
no,
3.
the newest one that came out. When you play this, God damn it, Captain,
So Price,
no,
Bradshaw.
Captain
McTavish.
Price.
Havish,
Because at the end, he's assembling his team for Modern Warfare
for
4.
Modern Warfare 4.
So you
yeah.
see everybody like, damn man, they're all
What the
die.
hell?
Like
What the hell kind of name is Soap, anyways?
he's literally the face of Modern Warfare 2 right now. Everywhere is Soap's face.
Soap, man.
Which one is
Man.
Soap? Is he the one that has a Scottish accent?
Yeah, he's the one who wears the
He's the one who-
skull, like the skull, like
never mind.
thing on
I like
his
the Scottish
face.
I hope they do no Russian in Modern Warfare 2.
They have to.
What do you mean, no Russian?
It's when they come
Oh,
the
the one where they
airport
shut.
scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
supposed to
about
be
that
a
one.
remake. Like you can't remake that
Nah.
game because that
Well,
made
I mean,
that game.
it's
It's a
more a
reimagining.
remake. Is that's more
Yeah.
like a reboot. They could do whatever they want.
Yeah.
As long as they stick to the main story points.
I mean, they've been chasing that popularity since that game came out. They have not been able to have that moment in gaming. In the newest one, you have to shoot the lady. Oh wow, I mean, okay.
How did
she
you
picked up a
feel
gun.
though when you first, like when he said that you didn't know what the fuck's gonna happen? They just the elevator opens and you're just
Oh, I knew what
mowing
was gonna.
down innocent people.
I knew exactly what was going to happen because it was a big controversy before the game even came out. I was in the military at the time, and they would not sell the game on military bases. Wouldn't
Damn.
sell it. They pulled it from the shelves of every military base. So I had to
Oh.
go off base to buy the game. So yeah, no, I knew exactly what was going on.
Damn.
What's that game where you go into the airport and
Yeah, you mow down everybody.
Yeah, that's not going to happen on a modern game. I can guarantee you that.
I mean, they have made some games that have been very challenging, like Mafia 3. Mafia
Love that
3
game.
is a
Absolutely
game
love
yeah.
that
you
game.
would never expect to be in the political climate that is the 2020s. You'd never expect anything like that. But I mean, they made it.
Mafia
Yeah.
3 is
When
the
did it
game
come
that
out?
needed to be made though.
It just
Like,
came out. But
20
it's like really like it's like
2015,
really
2016,
raw,
something
like
like
how
that.
shit really was back then. And people were like,
Exactly.
"How could you make a game like this?" Well, that's exactly how it was.
That's the point. The point
This
Like,
the
is
point of the game is it was fucked
bruh.
up back then. This is how these
it was
people were
real bad.
treated.
You can't
Uh-huh.
make it through the first mission without hearing, and I count no less than 15 hard R's.
Mhm.
No less than 15. Just
Oh,
right off the rip. And I'm just like, ooh. But this is
It's like,
Louisiana
oh,
in the
yeah.
South in the 70s. Like,
it's like
Mhm.
watching a Quentin Tarantino movie.
yeah.
Oh man, facts. I love a good Quentin movie.
Django Unchained is one of my favorite movies.
Oh man, damn, what a good movie!
Man,
I was not expecting that when I watched that movie.
no one expected that
I
movie
was
to
like,
be that damn
damn.
good. Like, cause the names like Django Unchained, I was like, this is gonna be spoofy and weird. And
As
Yeah.
most Tarantinos are normally that kind of B movie, like chasing that, kind of thing. But was Inglorious Bastards a Tarantino movie?
Yes.
Okay,
it had
that
to
one was
be.
really good
It
too.
was
Yeah.
so violent. It
Inglourious
had.
Bastards,
That
Django
was an amazing movie.
Unchained, Pulp Fiction,
Pulp Fiction.
Hateful
Dust-
Eight, Once Upon a Time
Dust
in
Till Dawn.
Hollywood.
Did you guys ever see Hateful Eight though? Did you
I
guys
love
Yeah,
watch it?
Hateful Eight.
yeah,
That
that's
shit
good
was
too.
great. That was a good movie.
Kill
That was a
Bills 1 through
wild
3.
movie,
Kill
dude.
Bill. Yep.
Like
I haven't seen
Hateful.
those actually. But,
I saw
All right,
Kill Bill.
pause. Hateful Eight. If you haven't seen it, y'all need to watch it. Like,
Going on the list.
yeah, it's really good.
You but you got to be prepared. Like they made it like an actual old school movie where it doesn't have all these cuts. Like they're riding in the carriage for like 10 minutes talking. There's no cuts. The camera's just focused on them for that 10 minutes.
So you're talking about the intro to Red Dead Redemption 2, where you're stuck in that snow period for like
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
but
like,
it's
"Come
the-
on,
the
man."
Exactly,
convers-
because it is in a
tired
snowy
of it.
setting. You're stuck
Yeah,
in a
it
snowy
is, yeah.
cabin for the entire movie.
But you're supposed to be paying attention to the conversations they're having, and it's not like how it like modern day where it's talking and it just cuts to the person who's talking and cuts to the other person. No, it's just that one scene. They're both sitting out and they're talking, and you're just sitting there just watching it.
Okay. Never in any other film have I been so enraptured with the dialogue as I am Quentin Tarantino movies.
It's just that good.
The movies do make you listen to what they're
Mhm.
saying. Like you can quote his movies like that too. Like each movie has something like you just spout off.
You know
What
what?
does Marcellus Wallace look like?
You know what? One movie I want to watch and I have still never seen yet to this day.
Let's tell Don.
No, Great
That's a good
Gatsby.
Which
Which
one?
one?
Whichever was
Nice.
the newest one that came out that everybody
Okay,
fucking
so the
loved.
one with
Leo.
Tobey Maguire and Leonardo.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about it.
They're
I
good.
haven't
I have
seen
too.
it.
I just never seen it. I thought it was supposed to be like.
I've never
fucking
seen it.
I mean,
really
it's
good.
not amazing, but it's good.
A
I've seen the
movie
memes.
everybody should watch is Wolf of Wall Street.
I was just
Great
about to say that.
fucking
That's
movie.
one movie I would like to see that I haven't seen.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That
yes.
also
You
has
haven't
Pedro
seen that?
Pascal.
Oh, that's
I
great.
haven't seen it either.
Oh man,
It's got Pedro Pascal and the girl who
Does it
plays.
have Pedro Pascal in it?
Pretty
It's
sure.
got Jonah Hill.
I don't remember. No, I don't think Pedro Pascal's in it. It's Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill.
Must be thinking about a different movie then.
well, watch
It's
Wolf
also
of
got
Wall
the
Street
girl,
first.
the girl that plays Joker's
Margot
sidekick.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Harley
Margot,
Quinn. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, she is
Mm.
beautiful. Oof. She's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as well. So really good.
Mhm.
Never seen.
That's the most recent Tarantino film.
Going on the list.
Oh, what was that movie?
How many movies are on your list, Harry?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
What's that Tarantino movie where it's I think it's Burt Reynolds or all right, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Who hasn't?
Okay, so you know the dude who played his dad?
Yeah.
He's the main villain in the Tarantino movie. And he's driving this like super juiced like Grand Am or Pontiac or Firebird or
Russell.
Corvette. Kurt Russell, that dude. Yeah.
Kurt Russell,
All right.
yeah.
So he's got this super badass muscle car and he just drives around murdering people with it, like running people over and whatnot. And the whole movie is just him doing horrible shit like that until he finally gets caught. But I cannot remember the name of that movie. And
Apparently, it is called Death Proof.
yes, yes, amazing movie.
How old is that
It's
movie?
insane. Like mid 2000s, like that
2007.
2009. Yep,
Okay.
2007.
Speaking of, since you brought up Guardians of the Galaxy, what's like a Marvel movie you guys could just like watch? Just, if it's on, you just watch it.
Ooh, the first Guardians is a good one.
Yeah, that's mine. Like if I just see it on, I just sit down and watch it. Like I could, and I always laugh at the exact same fucking jokes every single time.
Oh, and it's got to be a Marvel movie, you said?
Yeah, just a Marvel
Then
movie.
it's probably gonna be the Guardians one. I can just hop
Or
in
Thor
that movie.
Ragnarok.
Take it
That was
back.
funny that was funny.
Thor
as hell, too.
Ragnarok is amazing. I take it back.
I've only
That is
seen
amazing.
I've only seen the Marvel movies one time each, so I don't know. I don't have any
Yeah.
idea what it
The
would
original
be.
Iron Man too, I would put on that list.
That was really good too.
Yeah, I've only seen them once.
That movie was like it really shook the ground for like hero movies. I did not expect.
Well, they had to have something good coming from, I mean, it was coming basically after Blade. Blade saved their asses, and they had to have
Before
another
Disney.
good ass movie.
Honestly, that
Spider-Man
people don't
saved their
get-
asses, not Blade.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say Spider-Man.
No.
Spider-Man. It was
No.
definitely Spider-Man.
Blade
Spider-Man
was
is way
before
more popular than
Spider-Man.
Blade.
but okay,
Blade
look, before
hell.
Blade came out, they were about to go under. Then Blade movie came out and saved their asses and allowed them to make Spider-Man.
So the reason why Spider-Man was made is because Marvel was out of money, and they sold the rights to Sony to make Marvel movies. They're like, we can't make Marvel movies anymore. We're not profitable. So they started piecemealing out their characters. That's why they had the X-Men movies from 20th Century Fox. They have
Fox.
the Hulk movies that were terrible, not the good Hulk movies,
was
but the bad
Universal, I
Hulk
think.
movies.
What good Hulk movie? There's only one, The Incredible Hulk.
You remember when he
there's
punched the dog in the
there's been
nuts?
more than one Hulk movie. There was the Hulk, and then there was the Incredible.
Yeah, I was gonna say there
No,
was
The Incredible Hulk. The Hulk sucked ass. The
there was
Incredible
one or
Hulk is good.
two
No,
Hulk
it is
movies
not
that were
good.
good.
That's one of the worst movies.
The Incredible Hulk when he's
only
like the
movie
ripped
worse
Hulk
than that
and
one in the end.
when he fights Abomination, that's the best one. The normal Hulk
no,
one.
that's
No, it's
good
the
one.
best Hulk movie, but it's one of the worst MCU movies.
Oh, well,
Right.
yeah, I'll agree with that.
Right, but prior to that, there was
Just because
another
it's the
Hulk
best Hulk movie doesn't make it a good movie.
that was very bad. And that's why X-Men, like I said, X-Men. There was a Fantastic Four movie that was terrible that had Captain America
Oh
as
god,
Johnny,
that one
Johnny Flame.
Those were Fox as
sucked
well.
ass.
So Marvel tried to make movies and they couldn't. So they sold the rights to Spider-Man, one of their least popular characters, to Sony, and Sony was like, Psh, "Man, we're gonna run with this." And so they hired the guy that did the movies. He made 3 movies, and then they're like, "This is it. Superhero movies are back." So Blade may have started the current generation, but Spider-Man is really what got their legs under Marvel to say, "Hold on, these movies might be profitable. Like, hold on, we might actually be able to do this." And then the very next thing that they did was Iron Man. So Iron Man started it up, the current flood.
The
I feel like the
MCU.
third Spider-Man
That was
movie
before
got
Disney owned them
way
too.
too much credit.
The
That
third,
third Spider-Man movie sucked
When did
ass.
Disney
terrible.
buy? It was, I think
Like-
it was after the Avengers.
I don't know. I'm
Hmm.
not sure. I think you're right though. After the first Avengers movie is when they bought him. I think.
When
Disney's making that big bucks. They just buy out any fucking body.
Disney buy Marvel?
You're making
2009. Oh, okay. They had it before Avengers. They bought it in 2009, so it would have been right after Iron Man.
Were they supposed to be doing a Blade reboot? Like, yeah, they had the new actor and everything.
Yeah, they're gonna make one eventually.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That's cool.
Because they teased it at the end of Eternals.
Really?
Yeah.
Sword.
Oh.
Something about the sword. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy and Blade work together. Like the guy at the end of Eternal, him and Blade like are
Jon
part
Snow.
of this.
Yeah, Jon Snow.
Yeah, Jon Snow.
Because
They're part of this
that actor knows how to
team.
use a sword. So
Yeah, basically. But yeah, him and Blade are a part of like this team that basically hunts like dark shit because
he's gonna be the Black
yeah,
Knight.
so
Oh, is it the Illuminati?
No, that was
No.
in Doctor
That's-
Strange.
Yeah, I would say that's been in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, they brought up the Illuminati?
Yeah, it was like a multiversal.
Yo, I
Yeah.
can't wait to get. Oh, Chrissy and I are doing Marvel movies this weekend, so I'm pretty
Hell
excited.
yeah. Do it
Yeah.
up.
nice. Hell yeah.
I'm pretty hyped.
But
But
what
this,
do you
uh,
mean
last
when you say
weekend-
you're doing Marvel movies? Like what? Like how
so
are
she'll
you
get a
watching?
costume, right? And I'll get a costume. And
Hey
nah,
man, hey, look,
But,
if y'all want to,
oh,
look,
it's-
it's
Hey.
okay. You
Nah,
know, some role
so-
play,
It's
some
getting
cosplay,
graphic.
you know.
we're gonna come in this living room, right?
You're gonna
And I'm
come
gonna
in the
turn
living
on-
room.
He's
bro.
gonna-
Yeah,
yeah.
he's bad. He's
Alright,
gonna
come in the
alright.
living room. That's what he said, all right?
And we're gonna turn on Hulu.
Oh.
All right. And Disney
Hulu.
Plus. And then we're just gonna watch movies. And she's gonna macrame because she's
What
making
What Marvel movies are on
party favors.
Hulu?
I don't know.
There shouldn't be any on Hulu.
But you know what is coming to Hulu? The new
What's that?
Predator movie.
Damn it! Yeah, I gotta see
There's
the
a new
damn
Predator
trailer.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I never heard of that one.
So
Well,
there's a
I
new
need to Google.
Predator
Doctor
movie.
Strange is coming to Disney Plus in a couple weeks, so
Yes, it is.
What?
June
So the
22nd.
new
Are
so
all
the
the
new
Spider-Mans on Disney Plus?
No, because they're owned by Sony. They're just gonna have to rent them somewhere, I think, or just pirate them.
Dom,
Um,
hook me up. I need all 3 spiders.
Don't be saying my business out there like that.
I got them on
mean,
Blu-ray.
We're live, Craig.
Craig, I for real have them on Blu-ray if you want to watch them.
Oh no, I got them.
Yeah.
I keep telling him just give me a fucking USB or
I think
something.
the only ones that aren't on Disney Plus are Spider-Man movies and the Hulk movie.
But what were you saying earlier,
I
Harry?
don't want to watch the Hulk. I'm done.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch the Hulk because it's not even the same actor.
So the new Predator movie is called Prey. That's what it's called, and it takes place in the Americas with a Native American tribe being hunted by the Predator, and it's like the 1600s or the 1700s or something like that. Like Western settlers are starting to show up on the land, and the native people are there, and they're both trying to fight the predators. So like they're going like back in time.
I want to see
do this.
this.
And it looks awesome. So it's a Hulu movie, not a it's not showing up to the theaters. And it comes out August 4th or 5th, something like that. So it's a little
I
bit
wonder
out.
why they did that. Put it on Hulu instead of putting it in theaters.
I don't know. Not sure.
Alien has a cult following. Like,
Well, Predator,
No,
not
no,
Alien.
I was.
Well,
I'm
Predator,
about to, I was.
yeah.
If they are
Alien-
releasing it on a streaming service,
I didn't hear anything you said.
I
say
didn't hear
I
anything
lost
you
that,
said,
yeah.
my guy. I
You
thought that
like
was-
blanked out the entire
Yeah.
time.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You're
Oh,
right.
I'm saying that they're probably releasing it on the streaming service. Confident it's gonna make.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that.
We didn't- I didn't
Yeah,
hear
it's just it's because you're using the webcam mic. It's gonna happen. It's gonna blur. It's not gonna pick you up 100%.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You just cut in and out, like we don't get the full sentences.
All right, I said that Predator is releasing on Hulu. It's going to make any money in the theater.
It's the same parts. It keeps cutting them out at the same part.
It's the exact same part.
I think I know what he's saying. He's
I
saying
know-
that they
I
don't-
know what you
They
mean,
don't have
yeah.
confidence to release it in the theater, so they're putting it on a streaming site.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That makes perfect sense because
It
the
couldn't
last
have done
Predator
any
movies-
worse than Morbius.
That might be why. They
They were like, oh, wait a minute. We don't want to be the next Morbius.
So they probably are doing it that way because the last Predators were not very good. I'll be honest.
It wasn't.
They're not. They were
I went to
PG-13,
the theater and saw that.
and they're not good.
There were
You can't-
Predator movies that were PG-13?
The new ones that you've seen, yeah.
They were PG-13? I was
The only
young
ones
when I
that weren't.
watched them.
No.
Oh, wow.
The only ones that aren't is the Arnold Schwarzenegger one and the Danny Glover one. Those two are definitely are. But otherwise, from that point forward, if aliens are involved, it's PG-13.
Wow.
Yeah, it was terrible.
My youth is a lie.
Yeah, Adrian Brody and then the other girl that was in there that was like recognized by
What was
the
her name?
Predators. I don't know. But
But that girl.
yeah, both of those movies trash. But the original ones with Arnie and with Danny Glover, so good.
When it copied Old Boy's
Those were
Laugh,
good.
that shit terrified me.
I love
Like,
it. It's one of my
that
favorites.
shit terrified me. Oh, so
Oh no! When it said you want some candy,
That's the Danny Glover one. That's the one that was in.
You want
That's the
some
one where he was
candy?
in the concrete jungle. He went
Mhm.
to L.A. with Danny Glover and was hunting him. Ugh, it was so good.
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go watch that one.
It's the second one, yeah. So that's a movie that I could just jump in at any time. Like if I was walking by a thing and I saw a Predator on, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna sit. Yep, I'm gonna sit here.
I know one. I know which movie I'm gonna go with, so I don't copy Dandy's. Jurassic Park.
Oh, that was my
Oh
second
man,
one. That was my
yeah.
second
Oh,
one.
like-
Yeah, that's so good.
Like,
Terminator 2 is another one where I could just it's like I don't care where we are in this movie. I'm
yeah,
jumping in.
you can
Let's
just sit your ass down and watch.
Any
You
Star
good.
Wars movie 1 through 6, I could just sit and watch.
Even Attack of the Clones. Oh my
Yes,
God.
I can.
I
That was my
love
favorite
Attack of the
one.
Clones.
I love
Sucks.
Attack of the
What?
Clones. That was
What?
one of
You-
my
Yeah.
That
favorites.
was my
yeah.
favorite one, dude.
Kenobi.
What do you mean you don't like sand? It's grainy and it goes everywhere.
Well, it was
What do you
one of
mean?
my favorite ones. My favorite one is
Oh,
the
no,
third
he
one, of
didn't.
course.
No, he didn't. I hate sand.
I,
Of course.
I
It's great.
think
Shut up, you emo
episode
douche.
3 is the only one of that trilogy that's passable. Decent.
No, the first one's good. I like the first one.
Oh, with all that Jar Jar and little Anakin, no, that one's
That's
the
what
worst.
I call pod racing.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's building character, man.
Don't do
He's
me
showing
that.
that
No, but
he's
the
going
first-
to.
No,
Did
but the
y'all
first
see that
movie
he
has
grew up and went to prison?
What?
That
Hayden
kid?
Christensen?
The
no,
kid
the
who
kid that played
played
him.
Oh
yeah,
no,
the
I
kid who
I
played
didn't
him grew up
understand.
and went to prison. Like,
Yeah.
it's wild.
He couldn't
Well,
do
that's
more
child
than that.
actors for you.
So
You were the
so
chosen one.
the first episode had the Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul fight.
Amazing
Yeah.
fight.
Okay, I was gonna say, but that fight's amazing. I
And
saw
that's
a really
one scene though.
I saw a really interesting post about that fight where it said that the Jedi may have won that fight, but they lost the battle because Qui-Gon Jinn died. Qui-Gon Jinn was the only Jedi that could have kept Anakin on the good side, on the light side. He was the only one that could have done it. He already saw that the Jedi Order was going too political and there was nothing that no one could save him. And the one person that could was Qui-Gon Jinn, who was a gray Jedi, no question, this guy. And like, yeah, Darth Maul didn't even die.
Yeah, he didn't.
So he died, but Qui-Gon definitely died. No question.
did.
And he was left with a master. Well, at the time Obi-Wan was not a master, but he was left with a
Padawan?
a fellow trainee essentially who did not have the ability to help Anakin. Couldn't. Obi-Wan was not prepared to do that. And so it's not Obi-Wan's fault that Anakin turned bad. It's not. He just wasn't prepared to deal with it.
He
Qui-Gon
was
was the only
Padawan
one.
when he met him.
Qui-Gon was
He
the only
still
one
had
that
the
could have saved him.
little
He
braid
was,
thing.
but because Obi-Wan killed a Sith, when you kill a Sith, you automatically become a Jedi.
Yeah, you go up a rank. Yeah,
You don't have to go through the trials.
yeah. It's battlefield promotion. Pretty typical stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but now I understand
What
why
if you
he
killed one
was-
by accident? What if he poisoned?
A win's a win. It
That
doesn't
doesn't
matter if
seem
you
like
win
it's
or
not.
a very good
For a
judge.
mile.
So you want to know the funny thing,
About
right?
family.
I saw something recently, and this is more like the people who like really dive deep into Star Wars. Somebody was like, "Well, how come they couldn't tell that Emperor Palpatine was like this the Sith Lord, and the reason was because the Jedi's main headquarters was a Sith temple that they took
Yeah.
over.
Yep.
Was
And it
supposedly
masses.
had cleansed it,
What?
but they didn't. Yeah, where all the Jedi's where the Jedi's are. That's an old Sith temple.
It
Why
was
would they
built
think
on
that that
top. It
was
was built
okay?
on top of one.
Yeah,
Why
they.
would they not? Why?
Yeah,
What?
exactly. So the reason
They're
they didn't
stupid,
know
bro.
that he was a Sith Lord was because he was masked by it just being a Sith temple. I was like, wow.
Oh my
Like
god!
that's
They're
why
like,
he was
man,
always
there's
like
a
the foolish, arrogant Jedi
That's
because
why
they
it
were
was.
foolish and arrogant.
Yeah, that's
there's
why it
some
was always
disturbance.
like they're clouded, like they can't tell whenever they were there. It's like, no shit, dude, it's a Sith temple. Of course everything's clouded. You can't fucking tell. Like,
That's
Like there is no
ridiculous.
evil here. We live in Satan's house. Like what?
yes,
Like,
basically.
It's like, yeah, no, man, ghosts aren't real. You know, you live in like the most haunted house like ever. No,
there
no,
are
ghosts aren't real.
ashtrays
No, that,
floating.
no, man, that's Steve. No, he's cool, man. Like, no, no, no.
You live alone.
But yeah, that shit was just
Oh man, I can't believe that. That's
yeah,
stupid.
dude.
Nah, bro.
You
That
want
shit was
you want
crazy.
to talk about hubris? Oh man.
But hey, that's what happens. I mean, that they were their own downfall.
That's
Well,
why
I
I
mean,
like all the Sith stories because they get straight to it. Like they're very honest about all their faults and flaws. Like the Sith are very like all right, I suck.
There was
I need to
one Sith.
overcome this and kill anything that gets in my way. And I respect it. It's not like a good thing to do, but I respect the honesty of it. They're not hypocrites.
so like
There.
The Jedi, they had been in power for like 1,000 years or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they were like,
Yeah.
so like look at it, like think of like Rome. When Rome first started, when Rome was coming up, you know, like it was good and everything was good and they were good. But then like towards the end of, you know, Roman history, they were all corrupt. And like that's why Rome died. That's why it, you know, the civilization that was that doesn't exist today. And so I mean with the Jedi that makes sense. You're told Jedis were this great force in the universe, whatever, whatever. But if you've been winning for 1,000 years, uh
Yeah. Absolute power
uh
corrupts absolutely every
thank
time.
you.
The
Thank
only
you.
reason they're winning is because there can only be one Sith Lord and one apprentice. There can never be
Who
more
made
than
those
that.
rules? That's bullshit.
It is
That
Darth
it's
was
bullshit, but that is legit because
yeah,
it's
that
the
is
power
Darth
dynamic.
who
They're
did
The
it?
gonna
rule of
want to,
two. The rule
yeah.
of two is Plagius, I think. Was that the rule
Yeah,
of two?
Darth Plagueis.
Yeah.
Um and it's because like they found out that when you have too many Sith, it actually dilutes the dark side. Like dark side users, like the dark side works more like a big pool, and it works better when one person has full access and the other dude is chasing it.
What
When you
about
have a bunch of intersectors, it just weakens it.
what about
And what about
the
the
dark
Inquisitors?
troopers? Yeah, the Inquisitors, the dark troopers,
They're
second
yeah, but
sisters or whatever.
they can't do nowhere near what Vader or Palpatine can do.
Like
Like
they're not
they're
like
nowhere near on their
rude,
fucking levels.
so they don't care that they can
They're just
do.
basically Force users. That's it.
Yeah,
That is the
they don't give a
extent.
shit about that. They're not like a true understander of the dark side who can really actually get into stuff. Like that's why Sith don't mess with the dark witches because that's like a different battery of it that they can't mess with. Like they can't touch that because it would like blow back on them, and it's a completely different source of dark side energy. But like it's pretty cool. I want to
Bro,
go
there's
back and
so
watch
many
it.
like dark like Sith lords that just make Palpatine like look like a joke. Like there's literally one.
Wow.
She was a yeah. She was a. This was like it's one. She's a female and she's literally trained two powerful ass Sith Lord and Jedi at the same time. And her whole plan was like the attack of on Titans, how they just wanted to make nobody can have kids. Nobody can use the
Spoilers.
fucking Force.
Spoilers.
Oh, my bad.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
I forgot.
Oh
But
damn.
basically, she wanted to eliminate the Force, and
I
she
can't.
got damn near close to it. Like just
I
Force is
respect it.
gone, and it was actually just one of her apprentices took her down finally.
She was like, no more
But
mutants.
she was like she could manipulate the hell out of you. She could train you to be really powerful. She herself wasn't really powerful physically, but she was way more powerful in the Force than Palpatine. She was a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's two.
Favorite
There's two.
Sith is
There's
got.
two.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
There's two stories I'd like to see in Star Wars, like in the lore. Just I don't know how it would work, but just make it work. A regular, like everyday resistance member or whatever, and they're like fighting stormtroopers, and it's like super hard, tough battles. And then like an Inquisitor shows up, not like a real Sith Lord, but like an Inquisitor shows up and like wrecks their shit. And they're like, we don't stand a chance. What are we gonna do? Oh no, this kind of thing. And then like at the end, like Vader or somebody shows up and then really shows them. And it's like, you guys thought the Inquisitors were bad. You guys thought the whatevers were bad. Then Vader shows up and really just wrecks their shit to show them that it's just like, because the thing is, I've always thought that that Vader and Palpatine, they weren't really that powerful, that exciting, just in my opinion. But it's
No, I feel you.
because of where they are in the universe and the lore and the people they're fighting. Who's out there? Luke, Obi-Wan. I mean, that's two. There's two people. They're two Jedi's.
Big
I mean,
fish in a small pond.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they don't need to show the majority of their powers. You're not seeing Vader under duress. You're not seeing Vader pull out like he did when he was fighting, when he was killing all the Jedi, when he was going around extinguishing the Order. That's when Vader was really pulling it out and being like, "Hey, no, I really am this good." We see him when he's been established. So like that's what I'm saying. Like to us, it seems like, well, these guys are just overpowered or they're weak, and the good guys are weak too, but it doesn't matter. Like if a real Sith Lord or a real Jedi showed up, they wouldn't stand a chance. So I'd like to see it from like the lower end point of view, like a frontline soldier who's just like the guy fighting Madara in the Ninja War, where he's just
Like
Well, what if
just like
well, what if they just did, because they just did the Obi-Wan, the Kenobi story. What if they just did Anakin's like right after he becomes Vader and they're still hunting Jedi? What if they
Yeah,
did that?
I mean,
I
Where
mean,
because he's still going to have to like go up and fight some Jedi. Like troopers aren't going to just be able to take out any Jedi they see. Like no, there's still masters
Darth
out
Vader
there.
comics are those stories,
Yeah.
and they are wild.
Yeah,
That's
just
what I'm saying, like,
make us a good
Vader
TV show.
is that dude. Like Vader is that dude. I wish they would do the Darth Bane story, because Darth Bane picks up right after the Rule of Two becomes a thing, and right in like the peak of the Jedi power and them believing that the Sith have gone extinct. And Bane is like the last like Sith Lord at this point, and he's trying to train a new Padawan. And like his training, the things he goes through, like he has this set of armor called like this it's like obelisk armor or something like that, and it's made out of these beetles that latch onto you
That's
and
disgusting.
meld into armor.
It
And
must be painful.
oh, it's painful as
So
hell.
it's like Vader's armor. Keeps
A
you in
lot.
constant pain.
It keeps you in constant pain, and like it's your adrenaline, your system's constantly pumped up, and it's the only thing that can come through it is a lightsaber, and not easily. Like it's reinforced super armor. Um and he's got that on all the time, and you see one of this his training scenes is him out in the middle of a thunderstorm, like waiting for it to come, and then he puts out his lightsaber and just starts slashing. And for the entire time of the downpour, like 45 minutes, he is just slashing, and not a drop of rain touched him. And it's
Yeah.
like, what? I'm like, what? This is just insane. And like that was just, it was like, oh, good morning exercises. Like he was kind of a douchebag, but he was probably my favorite one, because he was a douchebag who had the right to be. Like he was a very he was kind of like Anakin, but less emo. Like his dad beat him and stuff, and worked him like a dog. And then
Really, that would make him less emo.
no, because like he
what doesn't kill
Like,
you makes you who you are.
Yeah.
bruh, he was like, there's never a moment in the books or the stories, at least that I read, where he's like feeling sorry for himself at any point. He's always like,
Wait, is he the one that he killed his father like by just thinking of it?
that was
Yeah,
him.
he's another one. He
Yep.
can kill somebody if he really wants to. He can just think about it and they will fucking die. He
And
really wanted his father dead,
Mhm.
and the next day
that-
his father died. His father
that-
died. His heart just failed.
that
Yep.
midichlorian control? Is that what that is? Like he does it with the midichlorians, or like
He didn't. I mean, it was back before
Yeah.
midichlorians. This is an old book, so like I don't know if he even still exists in the new universe.
he
But
doesn't? If
it,
it's a
Oh, he
book, he
it
does.
doesn't. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
well, that's a waste of amazing
He was
story.
another one that was like more like
So
the people who could put Palpatine to shame. He was one
So
of them.
the second thing that I was going to say is I want to see another like story or movies or TV shows or something about the rule of two.
Mhm.
Each Sith and the Lord and the Master, these ones that we've never heard of, like this guy you're talking about,
Darth Bane, yeah. Oh, and
like
his
all
Padawan
those
was a
things.
girl who was insane. Like, and she was evil, like super evil, just
Oh
because.
man,
Like I was like, man, why did he pick her? I mean, they're dark side users. And he's like, he the whole time he's like, I chose her because she's this messed up because she's the only person around who could possibly catch me off guard. And like later on in the story, he runs into other people who is like, oh, I might. Um, but it's such a good book. It's also on audiobooks and it's free on YouTube. You can just listen to it. Like it's amazing. I recommend it. It's Darth Bane, then Darth Bane the Rule of Two, and then Darth Bane like Sins of the Father, I think. Something like that. Either way, they're amazing.
yeah, that type of thing. This rule of two. That's what I'd love to know more because there's only because like in the known movies, there really is only just Palpatine and Vader. I mean, Palpatine talked a little bit about Plagueis and how he could never die or whatever, but Palpatine killed him. Was that
Well,
Plagueis? Is that who it
So
was?
that is Plagius, but Plagius he got too powerful too fast. Like he gained this ability to suck out life force, but it was super addictive, and then that ability took over him to the point to where he couldn't turn it off, and then he just became this entity that constantly sucked in life force. And like his goal was to become more immortal, but all he ever did was become hungry for more life. And
So like a force vampire.
yes, a force vampire.
Okay.
And then eventually his Padawan, old dude, found out like he just needed to starve him and he could get rid of him. And to do that, you just needed to get him isolated in like a part of space that there's nothing around. So he just basically shot him in space and let him starve to death.
Yeah,
Fun times.
that's what I'm saying. We just Disney somebody make a comic book, make a movie, a show, something about that. Other Sith lords because we just don't
The
know enough
true
of them.
dark side of the Force.
Right, because
It's
That's
super
never going to happen
dark,
under
bro.
Disney's guidance.
Yeah, right. Because they could just be like the mini stories. Just you just call the series the true dark side of
I
the
watch any
Force.
of like
And you
the
can have
Star
like
Wars episodes or whatever.
yeah, just do it like the anime
yeah,
one. Like each
yeah.
one is a different style, and it's
Those
just
were
each one is a
sick.
different set.
Those were
Yeah,
sick.
I
Like
didn't see them
that
yet.
Mega Man one, that like Ronin samurai one, when he drew the katana
Mm-hmm.
lightsaber out. Oh, that was perfect.
Your lightsaber is red, bitch. I never said I was a Jedi.
When I saw the
Pretty
red saber, I
much.
was like, "Oh, okay,
And
we
Hunt
see you."
Sith.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't know.
What? It's the first episode.
It's good.
So
It's bruh.
yeah.
It's episode 1. They had me hooked. I was like, "Ooh, let me slow down. I don't want to watch all this and run out."
Huh.
They're pretty hit and miss, but a couple good ones.
Did you like episode 1?
Yeah.
All right.
I think
I'd have been
everybody's
hurt.
liked episode one. I haven't met anybody that didn't like the first episode. Mostly because of that style and how it was, and that shit was dope. I would love to see more like katana lightsabers.
They're supposed to be doing the Old Republic in a
Favorite
new.
fight scene of any movie that you've ever watched?
That,
Not in
Of,
anime.
how's
of
that
Not
any
in
possible?
anime.
movie, a fight
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of one right away. Just the one that tops off my head. The
Go
Matrix.
for it.
The Matrix. Is there
Wh-
any more of an iconic fight?
Which one?
The Matrix, the first one where he slows
Okay,
down and
cool.
blows
Okay.
backwards, and then
Yeah.
like the one.
Word. That's a good one.
Is there any more iconic of a fight? I don't know, man.
I like Ong Bak, the Protector.
See, I've
Like
never. I've never seen that. I don't know what that
That's
is.
because you don't love yourself as much as I do. Like, I feel like Dom has seen it. Dom,
Oh yeah,
I feel like
I've seen all
I'm about to,
Unboxed.
like, that's
Yeah,
a movie Dom has
yeah,
watched probably multiple
yeah. Oh,
times.
dude, yeah, he goes at it. But
Is that the one
you
where
know,
he throws an elephant through a wall or something?
no,
No,
no, the fuck.
I don't know.
no,
No.
okay, so which movie is that where somebody kicks the shit out of an elephant or
Oh my
something?
god, that's real. I just made that up. You got to be kidding
No,
me.
no, there's a
I don't
scene where
know.
like
That's
somebody
it.
gets
That's
drop
it.
kicked by an elephant or
That's
off
it.
an elephant or
I should
something.
just go off and write movies.
I'm
No,
trying to remember
Eric,
the name
discuss this. You should.
of
He body slammed the chick through a skeleton of an elephant, the elephant from his village, and he like she dipped the bones or like had him cleaned or whatever, and then they ate him. And elephants are
what up,
safer than
Wisconsin
them.
man.
So
I'm
he
trying to
body
think of the
slammed her
movie.
through the elephant's skeletal structure.
What was the movie? Right, this is the movie I'm trying to think of because this guy was like really good. Um,
Okay,
it-
why?
it's a dude. He's a black boxer, and he gets set up and sent to jail to fight this dude in jail who's like basically the king in there. Like he's
Disputed
beaten.
too?
Yes, no, that's the first one. The very first Undisputed.
Okay.
That's the one. That one was really good. That
Okay.
they had some really good fights in that one.
Yeah, Undisputed was amazing. Like that whole franchise is on point.
Putting it on the list.
Oh, Ip Man. Said that's Ip
Oh,
Man.
Ip Man is amazing too. Oh my god, all of them, all of them.
Which one was it? Yeah, it was the first one where he fought those 10 guys and just beat the hell out of them.
Was that where he took the rice at the end?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
He went to
yo,
the ring.
when he got on top of dude, like that, I felt bad for him. I was like, oh, just let him go home. Let him go home, please.
But yeah, guys, we are almost 2 hours in.
Oh dang, yeah, we should probably tighten up.
So we're gonna wrap this up and call it a night. Appreciate everybody coming. I know you came in late, Wisconsin, but shit, we've been off almost 2 hours. So until next time, you know,
Wisconsin.
the piece of hair grease from the Dreamcast PvP podcast, and we will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.